the Thunder. Lightning.
Or do you want to wait until the nets are set? Because they're not going to come out until that's done, right?
No, our guys aren't even standing out there yet.
Where are you on? And a pleasant good evening and welcome to Thunderdome, Saturday night Federal Hockey League action. My name's Gary Schofield. Along with Mike Basil, we are here with you once again for the rematch between the defending Federal Hockey League champion Carolina Thunderbirds and the Delaware Thunder. And Mike, obviously things did not quite go to script last night for the Thunder. Carolina kind of carried the action for most of the game, and they come away with a 7-2 win. In our conversation with Coach Penns before the game tonight, which you might have seen on all of our social media platforms, he really emphasized the need to forecheck better and get the puck out of the defensive zone.
Right, and it's two things we touched on prior to the start yesterday, too, and after the game touched on it as well. And, obviously the coach sees it if we see it. So watching Carolina just come out of that zone so easily, uncontested, time after time, obviously frustrating for a coach because they're through the neutral zone 3-on-2 coming in a ton last night. So obviously something they need to work on for sure there. And we saw them struggle a lot with breaking out of their own zone, whether it's on the power play or 5-on-5 play. If they can't break out of their own zone and they're giving Carolina only half the ice to come up, it's going to be a quick and easy dump and a quick chase. They're a much faster team, Carolina, than I'm sure Columbus was.
Oh, without question, based upon what we saw here last weekend at the Center Ice Arena on the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Interestingly enough, too, though, we had three new faces in the lineup last night for the Thunder. We touched on the addition of Thomas Minucciello, who came in via trade from Battle Creek, but also, Timur Ulanov, Evgeny Demin were both in the lineup for the first time, as was Brent Menton, who folks might have recognized from opening weekend when he played with the Columbus River Dragons. He accumulated 4 points over the weekend last week, but didn't see a ton of ice time last night in a limited role. Did add what I think Coach Penns was looking for, was a little bit more offense from the defense. And I felt like, and I think you and I might have touched on this last night, that it seemed that the Thunder D-men were trying to join the offensive play, walking it in from the blue line, picking up on the rush through the neutral zone, and I think that's a key if they're going to try to create a little bit more of an offensive flow to the game tonight.
That's 100% right there, but I think one of the things that the D do have to worry about, like we said, is the speed of this team. You see Michael Bunn, he comes down, no problems at all with some speed. Grebenikov, and he's super fast as well, and these guys get to the front of the net quickly, so if you only got one D-man back, you're usually in trouble against this Carolina team. Only scored 4 goals like we touched on against Elmira, 7 yesterday. Obviously had to keep that number down with Dylan the Cage.
The other thing that I kind of took away from the game last night as I was digesting it is just the dominant third period from Carolina. They outshoot the Thunder 15-7. They throw 3 in the net, couple late in the third period there. I don't want to say that they seemed the fresher team, but what do you attribute that dominant third period to after seeing the game last night?
I think it's just the team with more experience, the team that's been around a little more. You're playing with a team that's played 3 games, with that third game being there last night, to a team that won the Commissioner's Cup last season, and that kind of showed in the third period. You asked me right before that third period started, what do you think we're going to see from Carolina? And I was like, I think they're going to keep bringing it, and that's exactly what they did, and they know how to win games. You don't win 49 games last season and forget after a couple of games in this season. So this is a team that definitely is going to be dangerous all season long, and I think tonight for this Delaware Thunder team, back check is the most important thing. We saw a lot of odd man rushes. The center's got to get back, make sure he's back in the defensive zone. I know you want some scoring chances, but you can't give up the first to this team again tonight.
I found it very surprising when I spoke to Carolina head coach Nietzsche that he was not pleased at all with the performance of his team last night. And you would think coming out of a 5-goal victory where at times it felt like they were really dominating the play and spending most of the time in the Delaware offensive zone, you would have thought that he would add some complimentary things to say about his team, but he was disappointed with the lack of aggressiveness and hitting from his squad. So I almost feel like there'll be a real emphasis on that tonight from these Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and I was right there with you. I heard a lot. I overheard Drew Blevins, who's with the Thunderbirds, interviewing him yesterday, and we were both a bit shocked. And hey, I get it. That's why you win games. You're never satisfied. You can always be better. And they come away with a 7-2 win, but like you said, not good enough. And tonight, I think you're right. I think we'll see the emphasis on hits early because Delaware was the more physical team. Unfortunately, it didn't escalate to a win for them. But if Carolina can bring the aggressive nature tonight as well as their speed, they're a real tough team to play against.
Now, interestingly enough, though, do you think that if Carolina kind of changes their style and tries to get into more of an aggressive back and forth with the Thunder, doesn't that play into Delaware's hands when it seems like Carolina's the faster of the two teams?
Yeah, and yesterday, I mean, we were both here, we were both watching, and one of the big things I noticed is the amount of time spent in Delaware's zone, and that was attributed to Carolina's speed. They got to the loose pucks, and I think Delaware brought the physicality to the game to try and scare them from going into those corners and those gritty areas to win the puck. I think Delaware just needs to bring the up-tempo a little bit. I want to see a little bit more dump and chase from them, because if they win a race to the corner, they could be dangerous as well, or they lay the body in the corner and pick up a loose puck.
One thing to watch for tonight, the Thunderbirds have a potent scorer back in their lineup, Jan Salak, who was serving a one-game suspension last night after being called the aggressor in a fight in Elmira last Saturday night. He's back in the lineup, number 16. He'll be added to the forwards. They were playing actually a man down, the Thunderbirds were, last night. So he'll be back in the fold. Salak scored the game winner in overtime to clinch the Commissioner's Cup for Carolina last season. Your starting lineups have been announced here at Thunderdome. We are minutes away from face-off. Aaron Taylor back in net for the Thunder. It'll be Pens and DeCristofaro on the back end, Marker, Contrato, and Jack Toe up front. We'll get you the Thunderbird starting lineup after the national anthem here at the Center Ice Arena.
We welcome you back to Delaware. It's time for the national anthem. Here in the Thanks so much for joining us. Puck drop is next.
And that is Caitlin Ferry with another rounding rendition of the Star Spangled Banner as we get set for the opening face-off tonight between the Thunderbirds and the Thunder. Starting lineup for Carolina tonight, back between the pipes, Henry Dill. Hadn't allowed a goal all season long until he let two get past him last night. Up front, the Thunderbirds will go with Connor Haas at center, Michael Bunn on the right wing, and Daniel Martin on the left wing. They were all goal scorers last night. And then on the blue line, to start, it's Mark Steele and David Klenetsky. One of the defenders that certainly caught the eye of Mike and myself last night, number 24 on the roster for Carolina, Ethan Campbell. He had a fantastic effort on both ends of the ice.
He is, and I expect to see a lot of him tonight. We saw him on the power play and the penalty kill. Big special team specialist, and obviously Henry Dill, the Columbus, Ohio native, will have a lot to say tonight in net, I'm sure, once again.
We're about to get underway at Thunderdome. Opening face-off here, and the Thunder win it back into their own zone to Cristofaro. Gives it to Marker. He'll play it back for Pens, who circles behind his own net, and he'll look for an outlet. He's pressured there by Martin. Throws it off the far boards. Klenetsky can't collect. It'll go all the way back down past the goal line into the Carolina zone. Marker forces the play there, and now Steele pushes it along for Bunn. Bunn looks to break out, and he gets it ahead to Daniel Martin. He skates across the blue line. His shot negated by Pens as it gets loose behind the net. Haas eludes a hit by Pens, plays it along, but Contrato collects there for Delaware. Now to Cristofaro, to Jack Toe. He's going to dump it in behind the net. Goes over the glove of Hill. Contrato tried to get it back deep, but then that shot was blocked, and here comes Martin the other way for the Thunderbirds. He'll skate in, throws it into the slot, looking for Osaka. Couldn't connect there, but now here comes Nigel Slade right into the circle. Quick shot on Taylor. He's able to get a pad on that. Back to hold at the point. Another shot and a save by Taylor goes wide. Slade, will fight for the puck there. Continues to control, and now throw it back behind. Joe Osaka gets it there. He'll backhand it to the point to Holt. Off his skate and along the near boards, and Basie's able to clear for the Thunder.
I know Joe Osaka, a name we mentioned a lot yesterday, wasn't on the score sheet as much as he would have liked to, but tonight he looks to change that. Always a couple good passes to the point to help out offensively.
Yeah, this line was fantastic last night. Slade, Krivolovic, and Osaka. Slade throws it ahead to Osaka in the neutral zone. Tries to get through Basie at the blue line, and he'll just kick it deep as Carolina gets a line change, and Kieran Devine will collect there for Delaware. He'll skate it out of his own zone. Tried to hit Eric Masters at the red line, but missed. It goes all the way down. No icing here. Brennan Young tried to get to it. Played off by Vlasov. Pass out of the zone is intercepted there. That's Demon. Tries to get Young. Brennan Young plays it deeper, but we get a whistle. Looks like we're going to be offsides. Eric Masters didn't get out of the zone quite quickly enough.
And Eric Masters is one of the players, Coach Penn, who I spoke to before the game. He says, I expect a lot from him. He expects some points to be coming up from him and him gelling with his line mates. And that line could be very dangerous. And once they get going, those top two lines could be very good for this Delaware Thunder team.
Minichiello, McIntosh, and Connor Helly are out for Delaware. Panachik, Salak, and Nippard for Carolina. There's Salak. Gets into the defensive zone, but then loses the puck. Big hit from Connell Helly along the far wall, and Thunder is able to clear. Vlasov plays it out the center. It's off the skate of Panachik, and it goes back deep. Bakur will collect there for the Thunderbirds. He'll just play it around. Was looking for Salak, but it goes too far. To Cristofaro from the red line. Will throw it all the way in on net. Dill calmly paddles that aside as Delaware clears the zone. Long outlight pass. Good touch. Back pass by Panachik to Pinard. Inside the slot from Martin, shot fanned on by Panachik there, and Contrado comes away for Delaware, and he clears it ahead to Marker. Marker with speed, crisscrosses with Minucciello, and Thomas just a little too quick into the zone, and another offside for the Thunder.
And we saw our first look at John Salak, who, speaking with Drew with the Thunderbirds, had a lot of positives to say about him, and we see the size right off the bat. You cannot miss him when he is on the ice tonight, as he's right back out there.
50-plus point scorer for the Thunderbirds in their championship season last year. Off the draw, Contrado plays in, but again, Dill just calmly paddles that aside, and the Thunderbirds will come back the other way. Through the neutral zone, Haas too fast for Martin there, and Taylor will play it behind his own net. Through Haas, Toe with a touch pass for Basie. He'll play it ahead into the neutral zone for Marker, whose backhand pass is intercepted by Klinetsky. Haas walled there by Devine, and Marker walks back in. Quick shot from the circle is paddled aside by Dill. Now Toe fighting with two Thunderbirds in the corner. Steele's going to come away with it and play it around, but Kieran Devine waiting there for Delaware with the keep. He'll play it back deep. Contrado behind the net will get there first. He plays it along to Toe. Jack Toe backhands it back behind the net. There's Contrado, finds Marker in the circle. Nice poke check there by Bunn. And now the puck's loose in the corner. Marker winds and fires from a side angle, and Dill is able to make the save there. And Bunn plays it out of his own zone all the way back down for an icing. Was waiting to see that arm go up if they were going to give the icing there or not. So a face-off coming back down in front of Henry Dill in the Carolina zone.
And Delaware looks a little bit more spiffy to start this game today, and obviously it starts with Ryan Marker. A couple good chances to score. Obviously not necessarily the highest quality of chances, but early in this contest, a couple shots early on Dill, who they'll look to take the eyes away from tonight.
Demon will take the draw. He's out with Brennan Young and Eric Masters. Carolina counters. It's Haas, Bunn, and Osaka. Haas will take the draw with Demon here. They stalemate, but Bunn able to clear it all the way back down. I don't think it, they wave the icing off as Taylor will play it behind the net. Ulanoff now will try to clear for Delaware. Another one of the new faces in the Thunder lineup. He comes out of his own zone. He's just going to loft it into the Thunderbird zone. Ethan Campbell gloves it along there. Nice keep by Demon. Masters battling for it in the corner, but the Thunderbirds come away with it. Osaka along the near wall. He just leaves it, trying to avoid the hit from Pens. But Krivolovic gets the puck through the neutral zone. Now Campbell dumps it deep into the corner, and he finds Nigel Slade. Slade to Krivolovic. This line was very successful last night. Good back check there by Demon. Nearly able to clear the zone, but a good keep by Osaka. Puck comes all the way around, and Masters is able to get it back to center.
Yesterday we saw a ton of second, third chances for Delaware to get it out. Tonight it's been one and done, and that's the difference in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Masters from the red line will play it in past Campbell. Young will chase there with Salak. He takes him to the wall. But the puck comes around to Holt. Holt to Osaka. Osaka lost the handle for a moment, but got it to Nigel Slade. Through the skates of Ethan Campbell, Brennan Young comes away with it. He'll skate back into the Thunder zone and look to break out. Tries to get around Salak. Got it to the blue line, but no further, and Carolina kicks it back the other way. Comes loose again, and Kieran Devine plays it ahead to Evan McIntosh. Got it caught in his jersey. Finally able to get it to the ice, and then he loses control, and again, Carolina clears. Nippert avoids a hit. Now he'll come with speed. He'll throw it into the slot to Panachik. He dekes, and a great save by Taylor with the left skate. Just got enough of it to kick it wide, but Salak gets the loose puck behind the net. Nippert winds and fires, and a blocker save by Taylor into the corner. McIntosh pays the price on a big hit from Nippert. Now back to the blue line. Bacor's shot is blocked by Minucciello, and now here come the Thunder the other way as Connor Helly will chase. Vlasov able to backhand it back to center. Now here comes Panachik again. Right in on Taylor. Goes to the backhand. Forehand save. Aaron Taylor, and he's able to cover to try to calm things down.
Aaron Taylor picking up right where he left last night. Big save after big save, and the biggest one coming on the breakaway there. I should say both breakaway saves, as Panachek was in all alone twice on the same shift. I'm sure Coach Benz won't be happy about that.
Get a little bit of a stoppage here as they're going to move to the other circle to the left of Aaron Taylor. Ryan Marker's line back out. He's going to face off here with Connor Haas. Haas won the draw, but Contrato comes away with it as the puck shot through the slot. But his clearing attempt is stolen by Michael Bunn, and he'll just chip it in. Haas bodies Pens there, but Charlie able to clear it back through the neutral zone into the Carolina end. Glenetsky collects there. He'll skate behind the net. Quick pass to Michael Bunn. He skates out of the zone and feathers a pass to Daniel Martin. Across the blue line, he'll line and shoot that puck deflected off the stick of Charlie Pens into the netting for another stop.
And Charlie Pens, one of the defensive defensemen on this team, always gets his stick in the shooting lanes. The captain of this team as well. 14-10 to go in a scoreless first period here at the Thunderdome.
Marker again will draw with Haas. Haas wins it back to the point. Klinetsky, he'll throw one from the blue line. Almost got it to Bunn, but a nice defensive play there in front as the Thunder clear the zone. Carolina regains control, though. Bunn skates in, just walks right into the slot. Now the pass back to Steele. His shot blocked by a sprawling Jack Toe. It goes to the near boards, but Carolina keeps. Bunn loses behind after being bodied by DeCristofaro, but now he gets it back to the point. Klinetsky tries to dump it deeper, and now we got DeCristofaro down, holding his face. I think he might have got a high stick there from Bunn. And now Pens and Bunn are going to go. A left from Bunn. Pens trying to tie up. He gets his left hand loose and throws a couple of haymakers. Now he's got him from behind. That's usually where they step in, but Bunn gets turned around and another left. Now Pens has the face mask of Bunn, and they're just throwing lefts back and forth. Now Charlie just trying to wrap him up. I think they're ready to call it quits. That's a good one. A little toe-to-toe action here in the first period at Thunderdome.
And look at Pence coming to the bench trying to ignite the crew. He sees DeCristofaro go down. It looked like a high stick from Bunn, was undetected by both officials. They're talking it over now, probably just to get the two fighting majors, but that undetected high stick, and that's exactly what you want from your captain. Step in and throw the mitts with the big Michael Bunn.
I would have to say we saw a couple of scraps last Saturday night in the Columbus-Delaware game, but that's probably the best throwdown of the season that we've had thus far. But like you know, DeCristofaro and Bunn were kind of tied up there on the far wall, and I would imagine it was an inadvertent play. I don't think Bunn was intentionally trying to get him, but like you said, especially for a young team like this, trying to come together when you have each other's backs, it's a great point to make for Pens, the new captain.
And it's the alternate captain, Basie, having a chat. They're going to play 5-on-5. The official says it does look that was behind the play. It's tough for the officials to be both watching the puck and see something that happens behind the play. And we didn't catch it up here, but DeCristofaro did just go to the locker room. We hope to see him out pretty quickly.
Absolutely. So they'll play 5-a-side as both players will spend their 5 minutes in the sin bin. Pens for Delaware, Michael Bunn for Carolina. And if you look at it another way, Mike, the Thunder get the better end of the deal. Bunn, goal scorer, had a couple of helpers last night as well. I know Pens is great on the blue line, but as far as scoring prowess, check mark here for Delaware.
Check mark for sure. Let's see if they get the offense going here.
Tried to get Marker on an outlet pass there from Basie, but it eludes him. But he skates around Steele and gets it behind the net. Throws it in front. It's through the circle. Now off the stick of Contrato. Basie from the blue line. His shot goes wide. Marker winds and fires until steers down the side back to the blue line, but Basie's able to keep and send it back deep. Toe throws it into the slot, but nobody home. And coming the other way is Connor Haas for Carolina. They hurry. They can get a 3-on-2 here, but they can't as Grabenikov's pass goes into the corner. Shuffled around there by Haas, but he finds Basie instead of another Thunderbird. Alex Basie through the neutral zone. Nice outlet pass to Menton. Menton throws it in front to Marker, who fanned on the shot, and then it was blocked in front by Vlasov and then covered by Henry Dill. But another prime chance for the Thunder here early on.
Dill makes a great play, sliding left to right to make sure Marker doesn't get a second chance and covers up. But it's the defenseman, Menton, stepping into the rush like we talked about, led the rush, made a phenomenal pass. I bet you Marker wish he could have that one back.
Absolutely. He scored in all 3 of the Thunder games thus far this season. He's tied with Brandon Contrado for the team lead in points, 9 each. Off the draw, Slade wins another one, back to Ethan Campbell. They'll play it across. Osaka now through the neutral zone. One-on-one with Ulanov. Nice poke check there by Ulanov. Gets it off of his stick, but then the clearing attempt goes over the glass and into the netting, and we'll get another stoppage play.
And only good things to say about Joe Osaka. Every time the puck is on his stick, just like Marker on the other end, good things seem to be happening for Carolina. So Delaware's got to mark him and know where he is at all times.
Again, this line was great last night as Krivolovic scored a pair. Slade had a goal as well. Slade wins the draw. Back to Campbell. His shot steered aside by Taylor. Loose in the corner. There's Joe Osaka. He's on the puck. But now Ulanov, he'll backhand it across, tried to get Devine, but then Kieran loses his edge. Masters battling with Slade on the far wall, but it comes back to Campbell. His shot gets on net, but Aaron Taylor calmly gloves that, and we'll get another face-off.
And it's Campbell again getting shots on net. It seems like he has a knack, no matter where he is on the ice. He can get that shot through to the net, which is a trait most defensemen would love to have.
Nathan Campbell out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Off the draw again, Carolina wins it, but Slade is outmanned by Eric Masters there, but then a nice back check by Slade, strips him of the puck, and here comes Carolina back the other way. Osaka to Krivolovic, right in the circle. His shot blocked by Ulanov, and it's going to wheel all the way around through the neutral zone. Now it's a race. Brennan Young trying to get to that puck, but Ethan Campbell will get there first. Campbell drops it back into the corner for Holt. Holt will play it around Demon up to Osaka at the blue line, and they get it back out to center. Krivolovic again. His drop pass for Campbell. Shot saved. Taylor rebound. Scores! Just trickles through the 5-hole on the rebound. Krivolovic with his 3rd goal of the last 2 nights.
And get pucks to the net and go to the net. It's simple and it's easy hockey, and that's exactly what Carolina does, and that's why they're so good. They do all the smart things, get the puck to the front and go crash the net as they beat Taylor 5-hole. 1-0 Carolina, 11:51 to go in the first frame.
McIntosh, Minucciello, and Connor Helly will take the next shift for the Thunder. Good to see Daniel DeCristofaro back on the ice. He's paired with Basie as Pens is still in the box serving as fighting major. Panachik, Nippard, as well as Salak out for Carolina. They win another draw. Vlasov plays it across to Bakur. Vlasov skates it out of his zone. Headman pass right on the stick of Panachik. His shot right in the breadbasket of Aaron Taylor. He'll hold for the save, and now Basie and Panachik want to talk it over a bit after the whistle.
Panachik, again, another guy on this Carolina team. On every line, this team has someone who will always get the puck to the front and always find themselves in a good scoring line. It's been Panachik, 3 good scoring chances just tonight.
He'll draw with McIntosh here. Evan nearly won it, but a nice play by Nippard gets it back to Bakur. Now he takes a big body from Minucciello at the blue line. And here comes Delaware the other way. Connor Helly, his shot goes right off the toe of his stick and well wide. McIntosh battling there with Salak. Big hit again from Connor Helly on Salak. 2 big men battling there. Puck loose at center. Minucciello picks it up. He'll skate in. Drop pass for McIntosh, who then spins it back into the corner. Minucciello plays it there. He's bodied off by Vlasov. Basie at the blue line keeps. That's through McIntosh and back around. Gavin Connell-Helly will play it. Back to Minucciello. He drops one, but nobody home except for Panachik, who just holds for Carolina after handing it off to Vlasov. Vlasov knocked off the puck by Minucciello on a good forecheck, though. But he's able to get it across. Now Nippard hands it off to Panachik. He stumbles out of his own zone, but collects the puck at the red line. Passes it off to Salak. Salak shot from the high slot. And another save from Taylor. This time, no rebound.
Another good save by Taylor. Comes out to the top of the crease. Gives Salak nothing to shoot at. Right into that Delaware Thunder logo. Another save under Taylor's belt early in this first.
10:41 to play in the first. Carolina leading 1-0. As we get set for the face-off to the right of Taylor, and again, the Thunderbirds win the draw. Klenetsky dumping it in deep. Back behind Connor Haas. He's battling with Kieran Devine. changes direction and now throws it back into the corner to Grebennikov. Grebennikov backhands it, got it past Devine to Haas. Haas throws it into the circle. Grebennikov picks it up now behind the net. Now he'll reverse course on Marker and just tries to throw it out in front, and instead Aaron Taylor will scoop it up for another face-off.
Carolina gets a lot of bodies to the front of the net, and it doesn't matter who it is. Every shift, it could be something different. Just this time, happened to be Grebennikov out in front trying to jam it in on Taylor's doorstep.
Haas on the draw with Marker. Wins the face-off to Toe, but Toe pushes it only back to the blue line where Mark Steele plays it deep for Carolina. Around the boards it comes. Brandon Contrato lofts one through the neutral zone. Toe trying to get around Steele to get to that puck. Nice play there by Steele, though, to stay in front, collect the puck along the sidewall, but then Jack Toe with some good work nearly stripped him from behind. Carolina is still able to control. They're not out of the zone yet. Klenetsky collects, and he'll skate behind his own cage and look for a way out. Tried to get Grebennikov along the near wall, but he couldn't get him. They'll dump it back in, but now Carolina clears. Here comes Klenetsky. Skates through a defender. Now he'll pull up. Gets bodied by Kieran Devine. Pucks in skates, but Daniel Martin comes away with it. Tried to throw it in front. Brett Menton's able to collect it there, but his clearing attempt goes off the skate of Martin and back into the corner. Now it comes loose to Jack Toe. He'll play it across, trying to get Contrato, but the pass too far. And now Steele plays it in his own zone. He'll play it along the far wall. This will go all the way down. It should be another icing on Carolina, and it is with 9:25 to go.
I think today the biggest difference we're seeing in this game is the forecheck from the Delaware Thunder, forcing a couple icings and some errant passes out of Carolina's own zone, and that's a good way to score a goal on this Carolina team, as they don't give up much if you're trying to break out the 200 feet.
The face-off will come to the right of Henry Dill. Evgeny Demin will take the draw with Nigel Slade. They stalemate in the circle, but Slade's able to tip it along. Nathan Campbell gets it there. He'll play it along the near boards. Nifty little backhand pass out of the zone. Slade now to Krivolovic. He skates around, side angle shot, and a glove save from Aaron Taylor, who again will hold for another face-off. That'll bring us to the media timeout with 9:12 to play. A good opportunity for us to thank some of our fine sponsors here that bring you Delaware Thunder hockey, like Bay Health, Betsy Ross Pizza, Brimminghorn Meadery, Duck Creek Printing, Gatehouse Media, M&T Bank, Easy Loans Incorporated, The Barn, Harrington Insurance, Big Oyster Brewery, Coeur d'Leon Grill and Restaurant, 47 ABC, Delaware Prep Ice Hockey, Bridal Bit Liquors, Charlie's Painting, American Hockey Services, Forever Media, Applebee's Grill and Bar, Robert Webster Cosmetic and Family Dentistry, Delmarva Chiropractic and Wellness Center, First State Fabrication, Pizza King, Post-Acute Medical, Premier Orthopedic Bone and Joint Care, Holiday Inn Express, Delaware State Lottery, Planet Fitness, Mission Barbecue, and THG Transport Incorporated. So one half of the first period in the books. Certainly looks like a different game than what we saw last night.
Right, in Delaware trailing 1-0, just like they were yesterday in the first period. But I think we've seen some more positives from Delaware today. And you have to key in on the forecheck, which we've seen. And Carolina in the offensive zone plays a cycle game. They go behind the net and they go to work from there a lot of times. They go out to the point and they get shots on net. They keep it simple. And that's really the way to play hockey. They don't do too much. And that's why they win games. They don't make mistakes. You never see an odd man rush against this Carolina team. You never see a lot of second chances. So they play the game smart and they take the chances when they come.
Gavin Connell-Helly will take this draw. He's out with Vortinoff and Marker. Face-offs one back to Nathan Campbell, and as you mentioned earlier, Mike, his shot always seems to find a way to the net, but Aaron Taylor is able to glove it down.
There could be 5 black jerseys standing in front of him. It doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to get it on net to Taylor, and one of these times it's going to be one too many bodies in front, and it's going to find its way in.
Slade and Connell-Helly. Slade wins it cleanly. Again back to Campbell. He'll wind and fire. It does get through. Comes loose in front. Backhander is wide, and now Krivolovic has the puck. He plays it back to the point to Campbell. Campbell throws another one in front. It's off a skate and goes into the corner. Krivolovic will collect there. Plays it behind to Slade. His pass was knocked down by Connell-Helly, but it comes back to him in the circle. Now he skates and holds. His pass is off of Minucciello. Now a pass through the zone. Tom Minucciello on a break. He walks in. Deeks backhand save with the glove by Henry Dill as Minucciello is trying to get his first point as a member of the Thunder.
Minucciello with the block. The great spring pass, and I mean absolutely incredible spring pass to find him way behind the defense, but can't elevate it over the glove of Dill. And we are still at a 1-0 game with 8:39 to play.
Of course, remember, Dill pitched 2 shutouts last weekend in Elmira. Gave up the 2 goals last night, but man, did he stand tall there. Off the draw, Marker, quick win to Contrato. His shot's knocked down in front, but Marker will collect behind the net. He comes around in the circle, wide angle shot with a screen, and Dill makes the save there to the far wall. Contrato will chip it into the corner. Toe battling with Panachik, and now Vlasov gets the puck, but he can't get it out. Basie with a nice keep there, and Contrato will just play it behind. Toe gets it and kicks it along the near boards. Nice, nifty backhand pass from Nippert there. Panachik comes ahead. He's one-on-one with Alex Basie. Basie forces it wide, side angle shot, stopped by Taylor, but the rebound there collected by Carolina. Back to the point, Bakur, his shot is deflected by Marker into the netting for a stoppage of play.
And we've seen a ton of good blocks by this Delaware Thunder team, and I'm sure the happiest guy on the ice is wearing number 39 in the net, Aaron Taylor. He's had to see a couple dangerous shots already today, but with the blocks, he's definitely got helped out by his defensive forwards tonight.
8:06 to play in the first period. Carolina leads 1-0. It's Evgeny Demmin and Panachik on the draw here. In the skates of Demmin off the draw, but walking in is Salak, and nearly got a great chance. Aaron Taylor with a quick glove is able to cover up.
And this Carolina team will keep you on your heels all night long, Gary. So the question is, how can the counterattack be a bit more beneficial for this Delaware team?
Off the draw, Demmin plays it to the near wall. DeCristofaro loses theirs. Nippert's able to play it deep. Panachik in the corner. Back to Nippert, and he'll just play it around. It eludes Panachik, but on the pinch, Vlasov pays the price, gets hit by Masters, but Panachik comes away with the puck, and a quick shot goes wide. Back behind, Pens plays it along. Brennan Young trying to get it out, and he does, but only to the red line, as Vlasov plays it back in for Carolina. DeCristofaro will collect there. Obviously, the Fighting Majors have been served as Pens is back on the ice. Thunder able to get out as Masters backhands it back to center, but again, Carolina's got a defenseman waiting in Klenetsky. Playing it forward, Klenetsky now backhands across to Bunn, who's also served his penalty, and now Pens plays back into his own zone to Basie. Basie trying to get it to Demmin. Demmin reaching, was able to collect and at least hold for a moment. Now the puck comes loose into the Thunder zone, and Charlie Pens will throw it all the way down. No icing here, as Dill will play it behind the net. Minucciello forcing the play, as Bunn gets it to Haas. Back to Bunn along the near wall. He'll skate it in and just dump it deep, and there goes Daniel Martin, and he's the one that gets there first. As again, the cycle forecheck game is on for Carolina. Klenetsky unable to keep, though, at the blue line, and now McIntosh trying to race back, but instead it'll be Mark Steele for Carolina. He plays it to Klenetsky. He's pestered by McIntosh, and now Minucciello comes away with it. He battles with Connor Haas. Now it's two aside in the corner. McIntosh and Minucciello, Haas and Klenetsky. The puck squirts free. Kieran Devine from the point. That puck's deflected and goes just wide of Dill. And now Bunn chips it along and finally gets it out. Minucciello now battling for it on the near wall. And the Thunderbirds are able to kick it into the Thunder zone where Kieran Devine will hold. He plays it through center past Connell Helly. And Klenetsky plays to Nigel Slade. He'll backpedal a bit into his own zone. Now again, we'll circle back. Mark Steele will play it now to Klenetsky. Out of the Thunderbird zone, he just ships it into center, and they'll throw it in deep. Kieran Devine bodied Nigel Slade nicely there, and he gets the puck. Ahead to Connell Helly. He'll hand it off to Ryan Marker, trying to get around Krivolovic, but up to the task there was Jan, and he'll play it back into the Delaware zone. Basie now around for Pens. Jack Toe able to stop the puck. Pens picks it up, and now will carry through center. Then he'll backhand one into the Carolina zone. Toe will fight with Krivolovic there. And along the boards, it's kicked ahead by Holt. Marker trying to get it, and he does. Throws it across. Brett Menton with a shot. Glove saved by Henry Dill. Good screen in front from Contrato, but Dill was able to see enough of that to make the stop.
And it's Brett Menton again trying to help the offense out, but Dill with the glove saw it the whole way, and if he sees it, you know he's going to stop it with how good he's been early in this season.
5:35 to play in the first period. The Thunderbirds going with wholesale changes here. Panachik, Salak are out, as well as Nippert, Bakur, and Vlasov on the defense. Face-off won cleanly, but Menton couldn't keep it in. He'll backpedal and just play it to center. Plays it to Pens. Charlie Pens plays it along the near wall, but it's deflected. Salak nearly able to take it away, but Brett Menton gets control. Contrato now fires one from the blue line. Another easy stop for Dill, as he'll just hold the stop play for another face-off.
And Brett Menton's been very good in this first period. 5:21 to play. It's still that 1-0 Carolina lead on the Krivolovic goal. Brett Menton looking to change the pace of this game from his defensive point.
Yeah, you know, he's a new addition as of last night. Didn't get a ton of ice time last night, but he's played well here in the first period. Off the draw, Evgeny Demmin goes into the corner and controls for Delaware. Back to Menton at the point. His shot sticked aside by Dill as it goes off the back wall. Takes a weird bounce, and now Masters has it there. He's fought off by Vlasov, but the puck's along the wall. They'll fight for it in skates. Demon comes away with it. Now he's walled by Panachik, and the puck comes loose. Played ahead by Salak. Salak to Nippert. He tried to skate through Menton and couldn't, but now Salak picks up the loose puck and comes the other way. Cross-ice pass for Nippert. His shot right in the breadbasket of Aaron Taylor. Good screen there by Panachik as well, but Aaron makes the save and another stoppage.
And you see what Salak brings to the table for this team. Obviously the big body, but great vision to go cross-ice to Nippert for the solid scoring chance that Aaron Taylor had no problem with on the other end.
You know, you talk to the folks with the Thunderbirds and you look at Salak and you expect, you know, sort of a goonish enforcer type player. Total opposite. Great soft hands, very skilled, 50-plus points last year for the Thunderbirds. Off the draw, a stalemate at center, and Basie will carry it out for Delaware. Alex comes across the red line, and he'll just dump it in deep, and the Thunder will try to get that forecheck game going. Minucciello can't keep, but at the blue line, Basie does. He'll throw it back into the corner. McIntosh knocks it down there. Klinetsky bodies Minucciello, but McIntosh gets a side angle shot off. Dill throws that aside, and it's back into the corner, where they battle again. Along the near wall, it's Michael Bunn. He goes head-to-head with Connell Helly, and Bunn is able to clear it down. Now it's a race between Daniel Martin and Kieran Devine. Martin avoids the contact, but Devine's able to play the puck. Now Bunn goes down in the corner on a hit from Connell Helly. Puck's still loose. Now Connell Helly on the backhand is able to get it back out to center, but Holt settling it down for Carolina. Back the other way, Steele will walk it in. Trying to get around Basie. He'll throw a side angle shot off the paddle of Aaron Taylor, but the puck's still loose in the corner. 3-on-1 for Carolina. They come away with it. Joe Osaka. He'll skate behind Taylor. Throws it back to the point. Holt's got it there. He'll fire one towards the net. Nice save off the deflection by Taylor as he sends it to the back. But Krivolovic passes to Slade at the blue line with a shot. A great glove save by Aaron Taylor, who holds for another face-off. And a little pleasantries happening just outside of the crease after the whistle.
And it was good, hard work by the Carolina forecheckers. Puck goes in deep, and it doesn't leave the zone for a good 30 seconds with two very good shots on goal and two even better saves by Aaron Taylor.
It's not often where you see a chance like that where you have the puck deep in the offensive zone and you're able to pull off a line change and get a great shot from the new man on the ice like they did there from Nigel Slade. Off the draw, a win for Delaware. Jack Toe able to play it out, but not far enough as Holt will just dump it back deep into the corner for Carolina. Ulanoff will play there for the Thunder. He kicks it ahead. Not out, though, as it deflects off a Carolina defender. Now Joe Osaka collects it at center. He'll play it back to Campbell. His pass for Slade is off his stick, and now Jack Toe comes away with it. He'll get it to Marker in the corner. Quick shot. And Dill able to get down and get that in the glove. And with 3:21 to play, we are still at 1-0.
And it's Marker again with a deceptive shot from not the best angle, but forces Dill to make a pretty good save with the glove. But just like you said, 3:21 to go in period number one.
Ryan Marker's really able to get a lot of velocity with a quick release on that snapshot. It's worked well for him this season. He wins the draw. Ulanoff will play it back behind the net. Marker kicks it out in front, but Contrado couldn't get his stick on it. Goes behind now to Cristofaro. Can't keep. And they'll fight back for it at center ice. It's along the near wall. Carolina controls. Cross-ice pass for Krivolovic. He'll fake and then retreat. He plays it back to Holt. Holt will pass along to Nathan Campbell. Carolina will settle down and look to break out. Hold again along the near wall, but the Thunder pinch. Jack Toe comes away with it there. He'll play it off a Holt, and it goes into the Carolina zone again. Nathan Campbell will now settle things down for the Thunderbirds. 2:45 to play in the first period. 1-0 Carolina. Vlasov now with the puck. He'll be forced by Marker. His pass for Bakur goes to Nippert. Nippert throws it through the neutral zone. Kieran Devine plays it back there for the Thunder. Vlasov again, his clearing attempt hits Contrado, but he was offside, so they had to wait for Brendan Young to get out of the zone, and that gives Carolina a chance for a free clear. Nippert tries to carry it in. He stood up at the blue line. Masters plays it ahead for Marker. Marker's shot deflected by Bakur, and it goes out of play with 2:17 to go.
And Kieran Devine, again, we haven't mentioned much in this first period, but quietly having a very solid first, whether it's in the defensive zone or up in the offensive zone. I can recall a couple block shots early in the game, and there pushes the play and helps out in the rush. Unfortunately for the Thunder, don't get a shot on goal.
Evgeny Demon will take the draw. Panachik for Carolina. 2:17 to play in the first period. Carolina wins the faceoff. Vlasov along the far wall is able just to chip it out to center. Now Panachik as they'll go 2-on-2. Panachik loses the handle but regains in the circle, throws it in front, and Demon's able to calmly just carry it back for Delaware. And now the Thunder come the other way. Brendan Young in the circle, tried to deep, but Vlasov blocked the pass. Now he avoids a big hit from Nippert, who goes hard into the corner. Young turns, and a good poke check there by Salak sends the puck back to center.
Great effort by Brennan Young, but an even better defensive play by Vlasov, who laid down and was able to block the shot.
Carolina controls, 1:40 to play. Michael Bunn just lofts it through center ice, tried to find Daniel Martin, who stepped into the Thunder zone just a bit before the puck, so that's offside.
1:34 to go in period number one. Carolina still clinging on to that 1-0 lead, and I think tonight we've seen a much better start from the Delaware Thunder with the fact that they've played discipline, no penalty with manpower change, only the two fighting majors, and they're able to dump, chase, get to pucks, and get good shots on net.
Connell Helly will take the draw here for Delaware. Connor Haas on the draw for Carolina. Quick win. Minucciello gets a shoulder to the face for his trouble from Michael Bunn, but then the puck loose in front. Minucciello on the backhand. Dill's able to make the save as it goes back behind, but Minucciello gets to it again. He'll circle back. Walks it in front. Connell Helly fans on the shot. Now here comes Klinetsky. He'll hand it off to Bunn. Back to Bunn on the near side from the pass from Martin, but he loses it at center. Now the puck's loose, and Klinetsky skates back for Carolina. Steele will play it back to center, but DeCristofaro gets it off the bounce, and he'll dump it back in. A minute to go here in the first period, 1-0 Thunderbirds. Along the far wall, that's a nice play by Martin to lift the stick of Vorton off, but they can't clear the zone. Connell Helly with a chance, but his backhander goes into the corner, and Michael Bunn again will just loft it through center. Martin deflects that into the zone, but then a quick clear from Alex Basie, but Carolina collects again in the neutral zone. Mark Steele walks it in. Pass deflects off to Cristofaro, and Nigel Slade will get it in the corner. He'll play it back behind for Osaka, who's bodied by Contrano, but it comes right out in front for a chance for Krivolovic. I don't think he got enough on that shot, but it went wide to the corner. But again, Carolina controls. The shot from the point goes wide. And now Nigel Slade battling in the corner. Ryan Marker will play it around. Brandon Contrano's there. His clear pass attempt to Jack Toe is a little too far. Carolina throws it back in, but Contrano's on it again. Now he'll try to find Toe again, but a nice play by Holt to block that pass and bring it back for Carolina. Contrano now controls along the circle. He'll throw it along the near wall and at least clear the zone. And now all of a sudden, Marker had a chance at the blue line, but he overskates. Holt the other way for Carolina. Goes around Kieran Devine into the circle. He'll drop it for Slade. Marker's able to play it there as time expires in the first period. Some anxious moments there at the end of the period, which has been an issue for Delaware in the last two games. 3 out of the last 7 periods they've allowed a goal in the final minute.
And I think they are lucky to get out of this one with not doing so again. That buzzer was the best thing the Delaware Thunder heard in that last minute. But overall, a much better start to this contest. Yesterday they were down 2-1 going into the second. Today they're down 1-0. Same goal differential. But I think overall, as a team, they played much better. And it starts in the defensive zone where they've been better. Early in the period, able to get it out on one effort instead of 2-3, giving Carolina more chances. And that's been the difference in this game thus far. On the offensive end, I'd like to see a little more second chances. It's been one and done most of the night for Delaware, and you have to say that is because of how good Henry Dill and the Carolina defense is.
Absolutely, but despite the fact that they didn't score, would you agree that they've had better quality chances in this first period than they did maybe in the first two last night?
Yes, I would definitely say so. They did get a goal in the first. It was on that rebound that they cashed in on. But, yeah, they had a lot of good chances. The breakaway they couldn't get to go. And, you know, Toe gets the puck to the front. Marker gets a tip on it. Marker from anywhere on the ice puts the puck on the net. And it seems like it could be a good scoring chance. So, yeah, the team's definitely playing better. And I'm sure they're going to be pleased with that first period. But they need a little more against this Carolina team.
Jan Krivolovic finds the net, our only marker of the first period. Carolina 1, the Thunder nothing. We'll take a break as you enjoy intermission, and when we come back, period number 2 between the Thunder and the Thunderbirds, live from Thunderdome at the Center Ice Arena in Harrington. I'm Gary Schofield along with Mike Basil, and we'll be back with second period action coming up. And it feels like a house party tonight as we welcome you back live in the Thunderdome. Gary Schofield alongside Mike Basile as we bring you Delaware Thunder hockey. This presentation of the Federal Hockey League tonight has the Carolina Thunderbirds out in front, 1-0 after one period of play. Quick scoring change to let you know about. We had credited the Thunderbirds' goal to Jan Krivolovic. We thought he got it on a rebound. The official score right now has given that goal to Nathan Campbell, his first of the season, but another example of what a great weekend it's been for number 24 for the Thunderbirds, Mike.
It has been a phenomenal weekend, and you can pick out a ton of players on Carolina and say, they've been good, but Nathan Campbell has done it in the offensive zone and the defensive zone. He has been phenomenal on the power play, the penalty kill. He's a fun player to watch, and he gets rewarded with his first of the season tonight, and hey, all he did was get the puck to the net.
Joe Osaka with the helper, another guy that you were singing the praises of back in the first period as well. But also, as we mentioned at the end of the first period, pretty good frame for this Delaware Thunder team bouncing back from a tough loss last night. They'll try to find the evener at the start of the second period. They'll go with their top line, Marker, Contrato, and Toe, Slade, Krivolovic, as well as Osaka out for Carolina. Marker wins the draw clean, back to DeCristofaro. Of course, he left the ice for a bit back in the first period after what we think was a high stick. Good to see him back out on the ice. The Thunder will play it in deep. Holt shuffles it along there, looking for Krivolovic. He's played off the puck by Marker. Marker can't get it past Holt, though, and the Carolina Thunderbirds are able to clear. Joe Osaka walks in at the blue line, pass tipped by Penz, and now Marker picks it up. Toe takes a tumble after he's hit by Osaka. Charlie Penz will play it around the near wall. Contrato with a backhand pass. Doesn't get it out of the zone, though, and Nigel Slade will push it down deep for Carolina. Osaka takes a hit from DeCristofaro, but the puck comes to Krivolovic. He gets walled by Penz. I believe the puck's under him. Now Nigel Slade fishes it out, and he tries to skate around Brandon Contrato. He gets a stick up high around the back of the cage, and now the arm comes up in a delayed penalty coming to the Thunder. I think they're going to get Contrato for the high stick. Puck comes loose in the circle. Penz touches it up, and now we'll get the official call, but it looks like the Thunderbirds are going to go to the power play.
Yes, you are right. It's going to be Contrato for a hold. The smaller body on the bigger body struggled a bit to try and hold Krivolovic off the puck, and he draws the 2-minute minor just 54 seconds into period number 2.
First man advantage of the night for either team. Of course, Carolina cashed in on the power play 3 times last night. They'll look to do the same here and widen the gap. McIntosh will take the draw. Panachik out for Carolina. It's in skates. Nippert plays it back to the point. Bakur shuffles it along. Salak out on the power play for Carolina. Of course, he served his 1-game suspension last night. Vlasov now at the point. They bunch up along the near wall, but now it's Bakur. Back to Vlasov. One-time shot saved. Taylor can't get the clear out, though, as Bakur has a nice keep at the blue line. Back to Vlasov. He'll bounce it off the far wall to Salak. Salak skates, surveys, plays back to Vlasov. Salak with room. He'll fire one. It almost looked like Nippert got a stick on it, but Aaron Taylor was able to glove it. Now Alex Basie's telling him to keep his stick away from his goaltender with 1:31 left in the man advantage.
And Nippert and Taylor had quite the little spat in front of the net. You see Taylor pointing to the front of his crease there saying, "This is my area, Mr. Official. I don't want Nippert in here." And he definitely gave him the business, but he better be careful he doesn't get 2, because I'm sure Coach Penz won't be happy about that.
Alex Basie will skate off as Penz joins the penalty kill along with DeCristofaro. Marker and Brennan Young also out for Delaware. Panachik again wins the draw, but Marker gets the loose puck in the corner. He'll play it around. Vlasov couldn't keep, and it gets back to center all the way down into the Carolina zone. Dill will play it there and hand it off to Vlasov as they try to reset here for the Thunderbirds. Puck squirts away from him. Still having a little bit of trouble on the new ice surface. And now Panachik fumbles the puck. Ryan Marker all alone. He walks in, shoots and scores! Ryan Marker with 5-hole on Henry Dill, and with a shorthanded goal, we're tied at 1.
No surprise, no surprise. It's Ryan Marker. The thing we are a bit surprised about, it's a short-handed goal. I wonder if Carolina will have some grief. That play looked offside from up here, but the beneficiary of the call, it looked like the linesman did throw his hands up. Never blew the whistle, never blew the play dead. The official and him having a chat right now. We'll see if they call this one back. Looks good right now, but yes, the officials over there talking to the Carolina bench. It was a very close play at the blue line.
18-11, Ryan Marker gets his 6th of the season. and evens this game at 1 apiece. Marker now double digits in points. It'll be unassisted as the puck was just simply fumbled as Carolina was coming out of the zone. I was mentioning how it was squirting off of Vlasov's stick on the freshly cut surface here prior to the second period, and it almost appeared the same thing happened right there at the blue line. Connor Haas wins this draw. Nathan Campbell will play ahead to Michael Bunn in this neutral zone. He'll carry it in. Now he'll turn. He's being battled there by DeCristofaro as they try to put that puck away, and he does, back to center. And again, Marker was in a foot race with Klenetsky, but Dill will come out and calmly play it ahead for Carolina. Bunn now retreating. He'll hand to Klenetsky. Klenetsky over to Bunn. He'll skate it out of his own zone through center. He's along with Martin and Haas. He'll pull up. Campbell skates by, trying to get it through Marker, but it's off Ryan's skate and goes all the way back into the Carolina zone. 28 seconds left on the man advantage.
What a shift from number 16 in the black jersey. Gets his stick in the passing lane 2 times, forces the puck down the length of the ice. Oh yeah, he scored a goal too.
Pass behind Haas there, but he'll control at the blue line. Drop pass for Nathan Campbell, who skates in with speed. He'll hand it back to Haas, who now just plays it around. Nobody along the far wall for Carolina, though, and Evan McIntosh clears. Ryan Marker almost in pursuit. Got a chance there, but a little too much mustard on the outlet from McIntosh, and Dill plays it aside. The Thunder kick it back in deep. That'll kill the power play, and Bunn will play it along the near boards. Gets high off the glass. Kieran Devine keeps his shot. He's blocked by Marker, and Klenetsky's able to come the other way for Carolina. Slade comes through the neutral zone with speed. Right into the circle, quick shot, and a nice glove save by Aaron Taylor. He gets an ovation from the crowd. It was 16:49 to go. We're tied at 1.
Down 1-0. You take an early penalty in the second. You think things can go bad here. They don't. Marker with an outstanding goal. Delaware somehow stays onside. It's 1-1. He opened Dill up, went 5-hole, and now we have a contest in the second period.
Slade and McIntosh on the draw here to the right of Taylor. Puck drops in skates, still loose in the circle. Ulinoff will play it there for Delaware. He'll backhand it ahead. Gets past Connell Helly. Campbell with a shot from the point. It's knocked down in front. Score! Krivolovic on the rebound. No doubt that's his goal this time. And again, a shot from the point from Campbell. Didn't get all the way through. It went off the Thunder's stick, but then it became loose right in the slot, and Krivolovic cashes in with 16:37 to go.
What a backhander from Krivolovic, right in the low slot, makes absolutely no mistake. Off the crossbar, off the post, and in. Can't place it much better than that, and that's how you quiet the home crowd here in Delaware.
Well, we mentioned yesterday it looked like the Thunderbirds were making a concerted effort to go top shelf on Taylor, and that certainly looked like what Krivolovic did there. And after his score, they're up 2-1. Carolina plays through the neutral zone all the way down behind Taylor. He'll leave it for Ulinoff. Instead, plays it back around the far boards. And now Pens throws it all the way down. This will be an icing on the Thunder.
Talked a little bit about it yesterday. They went down 2-1 also yesterday. Now it's how they respond. They get one back, tie the game. They give it right back up. Obviously not what they wanted to do, but let's see how they respond. Good teams answer back.
16:23 left. The Marker line back out. Jack Toe and Brandon Contrato up front. Pens and Ulinoff on the D. Marker wins the draw, but Pens can't handle. Osaka now gets it in the corner. He'll circle around Marker. Went to take it behind the net. He was stopped by Pens, but then he just changes direction. Throws it to Slade. His shot from the circle, gloved by Taylor. Taylor put the stick out through the skates of Krivolovic, and now he's exchanging words with Ulinoff. Brandon Contrato comes in, gives him a little face wash with the left glove. Things getting a little testy here tonight in the second back-to-back night of this series.
Well, when you play two teams back-to-back in a physical sport, and they do a lot here, you expect to see some pleasantries as the second game continues on. I think we'll see it all night, and Taylor clearly not afraid to get involved in his crease.
Interesting. I don't know if he's just letting Krivolovic know that he's still here, but it may have been inadvertent as well. Ryan Marker on the draw with Slade. Slade back to the point. Shot from Holt. Deflects, goes past Taylor along the near boards. Brandon Contrato clears there, but glove down at center by Nathan Campbell. He'll throw one on net. And again, somehow the puck goes off the stick of Campbell. It makes its way to Aaron Taylor. He'll cover up for a face-off.
Smart play there by Taylor. Basie would have been the first one back, but Coming down hard was Osaka on his back. Don't want to give a tap in to a very dangerous Carolina team.
Panachik, Salak, and Nippert are out for Carolina. Marker on the draw with Panachik. They stalemate at center. Puck still loose, and Salak comes away with it. He tries to get around Kieran Devine, but at least gets it to the corner. Panachik now behind. He loses control. Salak will collect there. Back to the point to Vlasov. His shot deflected off the glove of Taylor, and it goes wide. Nippert will get there first for Carolina. Now he's poke-checked by Marker, and that puck goes up into the netting. We'll get another face-off.
Good defensive play by Ryan Marker. 15:39 to go in the second. Already 2 goals scored this period, 1 apiece.
The Thunder will go for a change. Masters, Yevgeny Demin, and Brennan Young come out on the ice. It's still the Panachik line for Carolina. Vlasov and Bakur back on defense. Off the draw, Demin wins to the corner. Basie plays it along, but a nice pinch by Nippert as they battle to a side. Coming away with it is Demin, but again, a nice keep at the blue line by Bakur. Kieran Devine's outlet pass broken up by Bakur as Brennan Young tried to get it. It's still loose in the slot, and Vlasov calmly plays it around his own net. Devine at the blue line keeps it in for Delaware. Brennan Young now, he'll skate into the high slot. His shot knocked down by Bakur into the corner. Evgeny Demin, though, as the Thunder look to work the cycle. He battles with Vlasov. Gets the puck loose. Now in the skates of Brennan Young, goes back into the corner, and Bakur able to chip it back to center. Basie will play there. Throws it off the far wall. Masters couldn't get it any further. Nice play by Bakur to punch it back into the Delaware zone. Now we get an offside. That was a close one as well. Puck was in the air. Bakur was still in the zone when Salak gloved that down, but they ruled that he was just outside of the blue paint.
And it would have been a nice little play by Salak. Glove that down forward. Could have had a 2-on-1 going the other way, but just couldn't get back in time. And the Thunder are the recipients there of a nice offside call for them.
14:57 to go in the second period. It's 2-1 Carolina. Demin wins another draw as Young tips it back to Pens. DeCristofaro will play it out of his own zone along the near wall at center. But Carolina's able to push it back in. Martin walks into the slot. His shot deflected by Pens and goes into the netting. Dangerous move to let Nippert get that deep and walk right in on goal, but a good stick work by Pens to get it out of play.
Well, in the first period, I would say Delaware had the better of play in a dangerous zone, which you wouldn't think. It's between the blue lines. It's the neutral zone. I thought Delaware was the better team in period number 1. Period number 2, early, it's been all Carolina in the neutral zone, chipping pucks deep and able to walk in for a couple odd man chances early.
Haas and Connell-Helly on the draw here. They'll drop. Connell-Helly wins it. Vortnoff tips it, but Bunn comes away with it. In the circle, into the slot. Shot by Martins, deflected to the corner. They'll play it off the near boards. Klenetsky comes away with it. He's manned off the puck by Connell-Helly, who's able to scoop it out to center. Clearing pass is deflected by Vortnoff, but Carolina carries it on. Stood up at the blue line was Bunn. DeCristofaro taking the body there, but Connor Haas comes away with the puck. Steele will play it deep behind. Martin throws it out in front of the high slot. Haas's shot goes wide, but collecting it behind the net there was Bunn. Now it's loose as Pens has lost his stick. Still loose in the slot. Shot by Bunn. Off the shoulder of Taylor into the corner, but Carolina controls. Steele at the blue line. His pass is tipped. DeCristofaro can't get it out, though, as Steele walks it into the circle. His shot saved Taylor as it goes wide, and now Pens plays it back along the far wall. Minucciello knocking it down there, but again, it's loose in the zone. Steele with another shot, and it's knocked down. Now it's Steele again. Plays it to Bunn. Bunn to Martin in the slot. His shot deflected high and back into the netting and out of play. And again, another fortuitous face-off to stop what was wild action in front of Aaron Taylor.
Remember that save from Taylor as he flashed the pad out quickly to deny another good scoring chance from Carolina. He's been a rock once again inside the cage for the Delaware Thunder, and the same thing from Dill at the other end. Hasn't seen as much rubber, but other than the breakaway from Marker, he's stopped everything that's come his way.
Marker line back out. He'll face off with Slade. Nigel wins it. Holt at the blue line. Nathan Campbell keeps there over to Osaka in the corner. Joe Osaka turns around Brett Menton but loses the puck. But loose in the corner, Nigel Slade comes up with it. He's bodied by Menton there. The Delaware pack likes that hit. And the puck comes around to Contrado on the near boards. He gets it out the center, but Nathan Campbell steals there and throws that one in on Taylor, who'll just hand it off to Alex Basie. Basie, his pass ahead to Toe as he tips it back to center. But again, Carolina retrieves there at the red line, and the puck bounces off the near wall and just rolls slowly in on Taylor, where he'll glove it down.
Spent a lot of time this period in Delaware end of the ice. They need to flip the script here. Since the goal, Carolina has responded exactly how you want a team to respond. Getting shots on the net and obviously putting one into the back of the net with 13:15 to go in period number 2.
Slade and Marker again on the draw here. Krivolovic and Osaka are out. The draw one back to Nathan Campbell. Another shot from the point that gets deflected again. Krivolovic, I think, got a stick on it, but right into the belly of Aaron Taylor. But again, you mentioned it in the first period, and it just continues to ring true. When the puck comes off the stick of Nathan Campbell, it finds its way.
Especially with Krivolovic in front, getting tips left and right. He has a goal to his name as well.
Marker wins the draw this time. Basie will carry behind the net for Delaware. He'll play it along the wall, goes out to center. Contrado couldn't get there. Holt could. He'll hand it off to Slade. Slade played it, looked for Krivolovic, but a bit too far. Brent Menton got there first, but then fanned on the clearing attempt, and Slade picks it up behind the net. He'll skate around along the far wall, plays it back to the point to Holt, who just throws it back behind. Contrado will get to the loose puck there, trying to play it out to center, but a nice keep by Nathan Campbell. Turns into another chance for the Thunderbirds as Osaka's shot is steered aside by Taylor, but Nathan Campbell comes away with it behind the net. Now he turns, tried to get it out in front. That pass blocked by Basie, but he maintains control, does get it to Osaka this time. Another shot by Slade is knocked down in front. Marker finally gets to it behind the net. He'll play it to the corner where Jack Toe gets it there and is able to play it ahead. Now Marker through the neutral zone with speed. Oh, but a whistle and an offside as it appears Contrado was in the zone just a bit too early.
Just a bit too anxious. I believe it might have been Menton who was the one stepping into the rush once again. And a good shift by Carolina, who applies the pressure through the defenseman, Nathan Campbell. Krivolovic getting to the front of the net as well once again for a couple good chances. Never got through to the net, though.
12:20 to play. Carolina leading 2-1. Demon wins another draw. Kieran Devine will pick it up. He'll play it in deep to the Carolina zone. Dill knocks it down behind the net, and Bacour plays there. His clearing attempt goes off of Brendan Young. Now the puck's loose there, and Young collects. He'll reverse his field. He comes back, plays it to the point to Devine. Kieran Devine just throws it into the far corner. Evgeny Demon will play it off the wall there, back behind. He's bodied by Panachik. Eric Masters comes in, but Demon comes away with the puck. Wraparound attempt is sticked aside by Dill, and now along the near wall, Nippert will play it back behind for Vlasov. Vlasov along the near wall. Panachik's able to just tip it back through center and all the way down, and this will be an icing, and the Thunder will get a face-off back in front of Henry Dill.
Best shift in a while we have seen from this Delaware Thunder team, and they kept it simple. They got in, they got it deep, and they got pucks right to the front of the net. A great wraparound effort from Evgeny Demon. Unfortunately for him, couldn't get it past the pads of Dill.
Demon, who made his Thunder debut last night, he's had a real nice night tonight. He's done very well in the face-off circle and then the scoring chance there. He'll be on the draw again with Panachik just to the left of Dill. On the draw, he wins another one. Right back to Brennan Young. His shot, though, deflected by Salak. It goes behind the net. Demon collects again, and now he gets a stick in the face. And we get a whistle as Dill covered up the puck. I don't think we're getting a whistle for the stick in the face. I think it was just for the cover-up. But Demon certainly got some wood to the bridge of his nose. But again, undetected.
No two ways around it. That's a miss from the officials as trying to go for the stick lift. He tips the stick right up under the visor, and that's a tough one to take. Those sticks don't feel too good up around the facial area.
The marker line back out for Delaware as they'll face off to the right of Dill this time, but Carolina wins the draw. Salak pinched by Devine, loses the puck. Jack Tobe able to play it back deep. It'll come around to Marker. Marker, he'll backhand to the corner. Weird bounce off the boards there as he was trying to get Contrado. Instead, it comes all the way back to center. Pens will play it back in deep behind Dill, who will set it up for Vlasov. Vlasov ahead for Nippert. Nippert through center. Off the board, Salak carries in with speed. He'll go around the circle, but backhanded behind the net by De Cristofaro. Good defense there, but Salak still controls. Now he'll carry it around. Reverses his path again, but he walks right out in front. Puck was loose, and Panachik's shot gets deflected to the sideboards. Mark Steele with a nice pinch keeps it in deep for the Thunderbirds. Now the puck's loose. Pens and Panachik go back and forth for it. Puck still in skates. Now came loose to Nippert, but right through his skates as Contrado finally able to get it back to center. Klenetsky and Steele will play tic-tac-toe with it. Nippert now at the red line, plays it across to Connor Haas, who's just off the bench. His shot's deflected by Pens and goes out of play.
Lots of souvenirs for fans tonight. Getting the stick in the shooting lane once again as the captain, Pens. And you see what this team missed from Salak yesterday as he uses that big frame to get the puck to the front of the net. 10:34 to go in the middle frame here. It's a 2-1 Thunderbirds lead.
Connor Haas on the draw. Evan McIntosh will take it for Delaware. They drop the puck. Bunn gets it in the circle, but just can't settle it down. It's still loose in skates, but finally Connell Helly gets it to center to Minuccielli. He gets it ahead to McIntosh, but he just couldn't get it off the edge of his stick, and it plays to the corner. Now he's bodied against the wall there as they just battle to his side to try to get that puck loose. Finally, Steele able to do it. Connor Haas takes the tumble, and the puck goes back to center. Along the near wall, Connell Helly backhands to DeCristofaro, who plays it across to Basie. Basie, long outlet pass to McIntosh. Nice little backhand move to Connell Helly, who had 2 chances at Henry Dill, who was up to the task. And look at Evan McIntosh get in there. He's giving a little whitewash to Mark Steele, pulling his helmet off. As he didn't like something there as that puck came loose as he was trying to jump on a rebound. Evan McIntosh, one of the smallest guys, but man, he's got a big motor.
Just past the 10-minute mark in the second, and it's Gavin Connell Helly with the best chance of the period. One shot, a second shot, both swallowed up by Dill. I love the first shot low off the pads, give himself that second chance there, which Dill swallowed up as well. See if we have any penalties here. Looks like we're going to play 4-on-4. As I would assume it's McIntosh going to the box.
McIntosh and Steele both going to the box. Steele's kind of shaking his head like, well, all I did was stand there. I got my helmet ripped off. But either way, a little more open ice for both of these teams. Based on what we've seen over the last 2 nights, I would almost think that that plays to the advantage of the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, a bit more of a speedy team, and they bring Connell Helly out here, who brings a bit of grit, so if there's a little open ice, he might be able to throw a big body around.
Slade won the draw back into the corner, and now Joe Ozaka will carry it the other way for Carolina. They skate 2-on-2. Slade pucks in his skates, but nice move to get it back to the forehand. He's bodied there by DeCristofaro. Now the puck's in the skates of the ref. He's able to get it back to the point, though. Holt, he'll backhand across for Nathan Campbell. He'll walk right into the circle. His quick shot. Save made by Aaron Taylor. He didn't know where it was. I didn't see the light go on, so I wasn't quite sure where it was either. But luckily for the Thunder, it was under the right pad, and we'll get a face-off in the Thunder zone.
And Taylor didn't look like he knew where that puck was either. Everyone looked behind him, but it was under the right pad for a huge save on who else but the defenseman Nathan Campbell.
Ryan Marker comes to the circle. He'll face off with Nigel Slade for Carolina. Off the draw, Marker wins it to Devine, but Devine loses control, and Ozaka's able to get there. He's held up by Devine, but now the puck's still loose behind the net. Slade's able to kick it along to his forehand. Now he avoids the hit by Pens, and Osaka will play it there. Nice cycle pass to Slade. Slade trying to get it to Campbell in the circle, but the pass was behind him, and he couldn't kick it to his stick. And now here comes Ryan Marker through center. One-on-one with Panay. Holt, good shot, and a kick save, and a beauty right there by Henry Dill, as Marker was able to use Holt as a screen, but now Carolina comes back the other way. Campbell carries into the high slot. He turns, his shot knocked down by Pens, and then Campbell loses his edge, but now the puck's still loose along the near wall. Kieran Devine able to play it off the backboards and gets to it, but then Nathan Campbell picks his pocket from behind. Devine bodies Osaka, but Campbell continues to carry for Carolina. He'll skate it back up top. His shot knocked down in front. Pens now is down in a heap, as Osaka has the puck behind the net, throws it out in front to Holt, and finally they blow the whistle as Charlie Pens is down and holding his face. Not quite sure whether it was a puck he got or if he felt like he got a stick, but he's definitely got some blood coming from his mouth.
Definitely a bit bloodied up after I believe he took a shot. He'll go straight to the locker room. Might need a couple stitches in there. We will wait and see, but that puck looked like it did come up on him as it was trapped in his equipment. Didn't look like a stick came up, but could have been, again, with that puck somewhere inside of him.
And they'll have to do a little maintenance to the ice here. You would think this would be the perfect time to take the media timeout, which may be what they're doing.
My only question would be, can they, with 4-on-4, should be able to, with it being even manpower and no power play time for either team. So
right.
See if they are doing that here. It doesn't look like they are, as the players are waiting at the face-off dot here, but during the 4-on-4 play, you saw exactly what you would expect to out of 4-on-4. A couple chances both ways, and Nathan Campbell's on the ice, so you know Carolina's going to have some chances as well.
Kudos to Coy and the ice crew, who've done such a nice job with the maintenance here at the Center Ice Arena in Harrington on the Delaware State Fairgrounds. It's a good time to remind you that the Thunder will be right back here Friday, November 15th. The Mentor Icebreakers will be in town just Friday night that weekend, because then on Saturday, the Thunder will go to Mentor to play there on Saturday night. Usually, they play 2 games back-to-back in the same arena. It's a home-and-home that weekend, so we'll be back here Friday, November 15th. Tickets available at DelawareThunder.com.
Just keeping everyone on their toes there.
Right. 8:38 to go. We got 39 seconds left of 4-on-4 time. Panachik and Ryan Marker will take the draw. Panachik wins it back to Bakur, who plays it behind the net. Panachik skates with it there. He's bodied by Basie, who gets him off his skates, but he's able to get it to Salak, who tries to walk in front. Good poke check by Aaron Taylor with the big paddle, but again, Salak comes away with it. Now back to Panachik. He walks into the circle. His shot, pad saved by Taylor, and Basie's able to come up with it and clear it ahead, but his feed from Marker misses, but Jack Toe is there. He feathers one in front, and Vlasov's able to knock that away for the Thunderbirds as Ryan Marker was lurking in the slot. Vlasov playing from behind his own net. Toe will chase. He just passes ahead to Salak. Salak stood up at the blue line. Toe with a nice play. And now Menton gets it back to Toe at center. Toe's pass for McIntosh misses, and it goes past the goal line, now back behind Henry Dill, but Jack Toe is there. He'll play it back to the point to Devine. His shot is tipped back behind the net where Marker will collect it there. He's eyed up by Bakur, but now back to Toe. Toe threw it out in front. Nobody was home. This will go all the way back down to Aaron Taylor, who will hand it off to Brett Menton with 7:33 to go in the second period. Menton skates through two Thunderbirds. Through center at the red line. He'll walk in, winds and fires a shot that goes wide. Brennan Young gets it there, plays it back into the corner where he's bodied by Mark Steele. Marker throws it out in front. Masters couldn't punch it home, and it goes back behind the net. Now his centering attempt is taken the other way by Michael Bunn. Quickly a 3-on-2 develops for Carolina. Martin throws one in through the slot. Haas couldn't get a stick on it. And now Kieran Devine will play it back out to center. Marker will battle for it there. Klinetsky leaves it at center. Puck at the blue line, just sitting in skates. Martin couldn't collect. And now Menton will play it back into the Carolina zone, but Mark Steele brings it back the other way. Big hit at center there as Demon is taken hard into the boards by Michael Bunn. However, he was facing the boards, and Bunn's going to go to the box for boarding.
First power play of the night for the Delaware Thunder, as they will go up a man for 2 minutes with 6:51 to go in the second period. We'll see if they do the immediate timeout before the power play gets started.
Well, of course, Thunder's only goal tonight is on special teams, as Ryan Marker was able to cash in shorthanded. The Thunderbirds have tallied 2 even strength goals tonight. Nathan Campbell with a shot from the point that trickled through Aaron Taylor, one that I know that he would like to have back. And then Jan Krivolovic scoring on a second chance, just mere seconds after the Thunder had tied the game.
And Krivolovic is very, very dangerous. We found that out in game number 1, but in game number 2, doing more of the same.
Off the draw to Cristofaro from the point. His shot knocked down in front by Nathan Campbell. And then Krivolovic able to clear the zone all the way back down behind Taylor. Taylor will set it up for De Cristofaro. He's replaced Pens here on the power play. The Krivolovic pinches, killing off some power play time. Puck loose, now Contrado controls. He'll skate it back behind his own net as they'll try to set it back up. Marker plays it back to Contrado. Contrado leaves it for Marker. As Krivolovic pressures. Marker will walk it in. He gets stripped of the puck by Krivolovic, who's able to clear it back down for Carolina. Through the neutral zone all the way back to Taylor.
Bit of a slow breakout for the Delaware Thunder. That's not going to work against a fast and speedy Carolina team. They're very aggressive on the penalty kill. They need to get the puck in and get it cycling very quickly.
Contrado now at center. Drop pass for Marker. He bodies Panachik. Marker able to walk in across the blue line. He'll set up in the corner now. Plays it along the back wall. Looking for Demon, but he'll find Contrado at the point. Contrado backhands it in behind. Jack Toe plays it back to Marker along the near wall. Now they've got it set up. Ryan Marker cross ice for Contrado. Contrado back to the point to De Cristofaro. Daniel skates there and just drops it into the corner. Centering attempt by Contrado, intercepted nicely by Nathan Campbell, and the Thunderbirds are able to clear.
Carolina in a change. Let's see if they push the rush here. No, De Cristofaro does not.
Long outlet to Jack Toe. Plays it back to Marker at the blue line. He drops for Toe. Quick shot. Juggled by Dill. It's loose at the side of the net. Demon could not bring it home. De Cristofaro now at the blue line. Plays it back to Marker. Marker will backhand it deeper to Demon. Back to Marker. Little tight along the near wall, so he'll just cycle it around. Jack Toe pinching from the point. Contrado now in his skates in the corner. He just backhands it behind to Demon. Demon to Marker. Top of the right circle. Back to the point to Demon in the slot. He'll play it across. Tip pass there by Holt. Marker got to it first, but couldn't get enough on it to keep it deep. And another clear for the Thunderbirds, and that'll end the power play. We're down to 4:48 to go in the second period with Carolina clinging to a 1-goal lead.
Not a good scoring chance on the power play. The one shot that they had went wide. Delaware would like to have that power play back.
Bacour in the corner for Carolina, plays it off the far wall to Bunn, who will hand it to Connor Haas with speed. He'll leave it for Bunn. Bunn shot blocked by Basie in front, but the loose puck comes to Haas. He gets another shot that goes wide into the corner. Bunn will play it there. Gets it back to the point as Nathan Campbell. He'll pinch in and play it back behind the net. Haas looks behind him. He's bodied by Basie as the puck now is stymied in the corner. But Michael Bunn comes away with it. He'll walk into the circle, spinning around Eric Masters. Ryan Marker able to backhand it out of the zone, and now Masters through center, gets around Campbell, stops along the near wall, tried to play it back to Kieran Devine, but a quick stick by Martin gets it back to center. Puck still loose. They'll play it across, and Jack Toe comes up with it, and he'll backhand it deep into the Carolina zone where Vlasov will play. Vlasov gets it to Michael Bunn. Nice pass to Daniel Martin. I'm sorry, that's Salak through center. Salak will walk in. Quick side angle shot is off the arm of Aaron Taylor. Back to the back wall. Panachik plays it there. Back to the point. Nathan Campbell. Campbell just throws it in behind, trying to get to Salak. He's manned up by Kieran Devine there. He'll take him to the corner, but he's able to backhand it to Nippert. Nippert overskates. Connell Helly now trying to skate out. He's checked from behind by Panachik, stood up at the blue line by Salak, but Vortinoff is able to get it to Minuccielli. Minuccielli walks in. His quick shot is deflected. Nathan Campbell sends that high into the netting.
Good defensive play by Carolina. 3-on-2 for the Delaware Thunder. No shot given up, as Dill has only given up one tonight, but hasn't seen that much rubber in the second period.
3:16 remaining here in period number 2. Each team has found the net here in the second period. And it looks like now we'll get our media timeout.
Better late than never. 3:16 to go in a 2-1 hockey game. The goals for the Carolina Thunderbirds coming from Nathan Campbell and John Krivolovic. And for your Delaware Thunder, it was Marker on that shorthanded chance. So like we touched on, it was the special teams unit that scored for the Delaware Thunder, but it was the shorthanded unit that scored the goal.
Couple of out-of-town scores for you if you're following the Federal Hockey League. Elmira and Columbus are tied at 3. Of course, our score is 2-1 here. Watertown has a 2-1 lead on Port Huron. Mentor up 1-0 over Battle Creek. And the Danville Dashers, who pulled off a come-from-behind overtime win over Danbury last night, they're out ahead 3-1 of the Hat Tricks that game in the second period. 3:16 remain here in the second period at the Center Ice Arena in Harrington. Gavin Connell Helly is going to take this draw to the right of Henry Dill. Nigel Slade in the circle for Carolina. Connell Helly kind of won that draw, but Joe Osaka comes away with the puck. Tried to chip it around to Cristofaro, and he did. He takes it behind the net. He'll play it back to the point. Nathan Campbell across for Krivolovic. His shot from the point is bouncing, and Aaron Taylor just able to get a skate on it, and Connell Helly will bring it the other way for Delaware. His pass through the neutral zone avoids Vortinoff, and Holt is able to push it back deep for the Thunderbirds. Back behind the net, losing his edge, that's Osaka. Ulanoff plays, but he's outmanned 2-1, and Nigel Slade comes away with the puck. He'll get it to the point to Holt. His shot knocked down in front by Connell Helly. And now Vortinoff will play along the near wall. He'll throw it out to center. Minucciello gets through 2 defenders. Now he's got a shizzle the slot, and he hits the post. Minucciello hit the crossbar after beating Dill high. And Alex Basie got it back at center, and he just winds it back in. Krivolovic playing along the near wall, but can't get it past Contrado. Connell Helly fighting for it there. And Krivolovic comes away with it for the Thunderbirds with 2:13 to go. Osaka will dump one in on Taylor. He'll glove it. Long outlet pass for Jack Toe is onside. He'll walk in on Dill. His shot and a save with the left pad as Henry Dill knocks it down. No rebound and another stop.
Are you kidding me? Aaron Taylor, what a pass from goal line to far blue line. Got Toe right on the stick, but Jack Toe can't elevate the puck enough over the pad of Dill, who made 2 incredible saves on the shift.
It's interesting, right as you mentioned, that he hadn't faced a ton of rubber here in the second period. Probably the 2 best chances of the night back-to-back for Delaware.
Ye old announcer jinx.
Marker and Haas on the draw. Marker wins it, but it's in the skates of Toe, and coming the other way is Daniel Martin, 2-on-2 with Michael Bunn. Bunn gets it in the slot. He walks right in. His shot is deflected wide, and now we're going to get a penalty on Basie. Or did the net go on? Nah, I think we're going to get a... Is it the net?
I believe it is the net. but the ref hasn't fixed anything. He might have thought Taylor had the puck covered as it fluttered free to the corner. No manpower change here, but I agree, it did look like Basie had the stick in the midsection.
1:54 to go, and remember, the net came off the moorings a lot last night. That turned into a bit of a storyline in last night's Carolina win. Off the draw, Marker plays it behind the net. Basie will pick it up there. Alex plays it ahead to Jack Toe. Toe, cross ice for Menton. It's in his skates, now loose. Carolina comes the other way, but the pass eludes Michael Bunn in the high slot, and Mark Steele plays it there. Back to Bunn at the point. He'll throw one toward the net, and it works behind. Martin had it there, but Brent Menton with a good back check is able to get it back to center, where Klenetsky plays to Steele. Steele will backhand one deep into the Thunder zone. 1:25 to go in the second period. Klenetsky with a good keep at the blue line. Haas plays it to the near wall. That's Martin. Back to Klenetsky. His shot deflected and is saved by Taylor. Rebound shot goes wide by Bunn. And now Menton will fight for it in the corner there with Nippert. That's Martin, actually. Haas now behind with Marker. Martin, he's manned by Menton. Puck comes loose. Marker plays it ahead. Contrado tries to clear the zone. They do get it back to center, but Mark Steele's got it for Carolina with 1 minute to go. Steele backhands it to center. Nippert plays it into the zone. Contrado's backhand attempt out is blocked by Panachik. Puck still loose. Finally comes back to center, and Salak plays it to Steele. Steele just backhands one back into the Delaware zone. Alex Basie after it. 40 seconds left. He'll play it, but it goes off the referee. Puck loose now in the corner. Salak comes away. He finds Nippert in the slot. His shot blockered away by Aaron Taylor, but it's right back to Salak. He gets it right back to Nippert. Nippert throws it off the skate of Salak as it goes into the far corner. Vlasov plays it back behind. Now it's Panachik. He turns. Turns again. Puck still loose. Gets it to Salak in the circle. Salak turns. His shot blocked by Basie. But right back to Salak. 10 seconds to go. Shot by Vlasov. He scores! Stanislav Vlasov on a feed from Jan Salak. And again, goals in the final minute of periods continue to haunt the Thunder.
Yes, they do. A bit of good luck for Carolina as the puck on the clearing attempt hit the official. The Delaware Thunder never did touch the puck again after that, but it was long after that did the Carolina Thunderbirds score, so you can't blame it on that. It was a beautiful setup to Vlaslav, who buries it over the blocker of Taylor, who made a couple good saves prior to it, and now with just 11 seconds left, that 2-goal lead a bit tougher to come back from.
That puck might have been deflected in front a bit as well, as it popped high over the right shoulder of Aaron Taylor. As play continues here, Evgeny Demin, he'll knife a puck deep. Time running out on the period. Brennan Young will throw one in front, and there's the final horn. So the Thunder tie the game on a Ryan Marker shorthanded goal, but Carolina answered second laters to regain the lead, and then with time winding down in the second period, for now, Stanislav Vlasov with the goal, putting Carolina up 3-1. And interestingly enough, again, it looked like Taylor and Dill giving each other eyes as they go past each other at the end of the second period.
Once it starts, it's not going to finish. I think we know that up here, but it was a crossbar away from being 2-2, and then they come back, Carolina, and makes it 3-1, and that is an absolutely huge goal at the end of the second period, especially for a team who doesn't give up many. They haven't given up more than 2 this season, and that was last night. So if they do give up more than 2, hopefully that will be enough for this Delaware team to tie it. But the way Carolina's played tonight, it's been very solid and very tough to get quality scoring chances.
And when they have, Henry Dill, for the most part, has been up to the challenge. And as you mentioned, though, Minucciello with that great chance there with about 3 or 4 minutes left right off the crossbar. Most of the Delaware faithful thought that that was in, and that would have been the equalizer, but didn't happen that way, and the Thunderbirds cash in late in the second. So we'll step aside for the second intermission, and we'll come back for the third period. Gary Schofield along with Mike Basil. We hope you're enjoying tonight's presentation of Delaware Thunder hockey here on YouTube. Carolina Thunderbirds 3, the Thunder 1. And we welcome you back to Thunderdome as we get set for third period action, a Federal Hockey League match between the Delaware Thunder and the Carolina Thunderbirds. Another update on the scoring. They've now given the goal to Jan Krivolovic from the first period. So Krivolovic has scored twice tonight for Carolina. Nathan Campbell with a pair of helpers, and of course Stanislav Vlasov scored the last goal for the Thunderbirds to put them up 3-1 in a frame that really Carolina carried the play. They outshot the Thunder 18-7. Aaron Taylor, without his spectacular play tonight, this game easily could be 7 or 8-1. He's made 33 saves tonight. Dill hasn't had a ton of action, but man, he stood tall when he's needed to.
Yeah, Dill's made a few good saves back there, but like you said, it's really been the Aaron Taylor show tonight to keep this one at 3-1, give his Delaware Thunder teammates a chance in period number 3. They trail by 2. I'd love to see the start to this period for the Thunder.
Charlie Penn's back on the ice after, of course, leaving with a bloody face late in the second period. So good to see him back off the draw. Panachik wins it for Carolina. Bakur plays it over for Vlasov, our latest goal scorer. And now Salak will just play it in deep behind. Taylor stops the puck there. He'll backhand it along the far wall. It eludes Contrado, and Vlasov will throw it in behind. They'll cycle in the corner. Salak carries there, back to the point. Vlasov walks in, winds and fires a big shot, and it's patted away by Taylor. Salak gets the rebound, though, along the wall. He'll hand it off to Nippert. Nippert walks into the circle. He stops. Cross-ice pass. He was trying to find Bakur, pinching in from his D spot, but the puck came loose. Salak picked it up. Now he plays it to Panachik, who gets pinned to the wall by Charlie Pens. Ryan Marker will play it along the near wall, gets it out to center, but not much further as Toe loses control, and now Nippert plays back in. He's bodied by DeCristofaro, but Panachik picks up the loose puck. He'll circle back now and then just backhand it into an empty corner. DeCristofaro battling with Salak there. His backhand clearing attempt is picked up by Nippert. Salak now for Carolina. They cycle it again. Panachik back to Salak in the slot. His shot goes high and wide. And then fanning on the attempt is Nippert. Now Panachik picks up the puck. He tried to backhand it to Nippert, and Ryan Marker tried to clear, but it takes a weird bounce off the glass, and back to Salak. His shot goes off the shin of Pens, who goes down in a heap again. He's taking a beating blocking shots tonight, so Delaware can clear quickly, but Carolina with a quick pass to Nippert, and his shot from the circle is gloved by Taylor, and Aaron wondering why it took so long for the whistle.
I'm sure Salak would love to have that chance back all alone in the slot and just elevates it too much up and over the crossbar. Taylor came way out and challenged, but Salak, a profound goal scorer in this league, would have loved to have that one back.
Campbell winds and fires a drive that gets knocked down in the slot. Now here comes Brendan Young back the other way. 2-on-2 for the Thunder with Demon. Young loses the handle. Quick backhand shot. Goes around behind the net. Masters will play it there, back to the point to Basie. Basie plays it back around, trying to find Demon, and he does. Demon now trying to work the cycle game with Brennan Young. He goes down hard, but Young into the circle. He's poke checked by Krivolovic, and now Demon has it again along the far wall. He'll backhand into the corner where Masters will play it along. Basie pinching in from his D spot, fights with Joe Osaka. The puck comes loose to Demon. His shot's deflected by Krivolovic, took a weird bounce on towards Dill, who had to pad that one away to the corner. Masters throws it into the slot, trying to get it to Demon, but it was caught in his skates and he couldn't get a good shot off. Kieran Devine from the point, his shot knocked down in the slot, and now Holt will carry away from Carolina and clear back to center ice.
After a good start from Carolina, a good response by the Delaware Thunder on that shift, getting some shots towards the net, nearly a lucky bounce that ended up in the back of the cage.
Kieran Devine plays it out of the zone, but only to center. Nathan Campbell will fire it right back in, and as always, gets on to Aaron Taylor, who's able to scoop it up and stop it with 17:26 to go.
And Taylor, not afraid to get a whistle, especially with his team trailing. Don't want to cause any ruckus back in the defensive zone. He will take the face-off with 17:26 to go in the final frame.
Connor Haas will draw with Alex McIntosh here. Pens takes it around the wall. Connell Helly will play it out for Delaware. Cross-ice pass, he was looking for Vortinoff, too far. Kalinetsky plays it over to Mark Steele. Mark Steele will wheel it back towards the blue line. Bunn couldn't get the pass away from Connell Helly, and now Vortinoff spins around the net. His backhand pass, though, is intercepted by Haas. He'll play it along the near wall, and Michael Bunn walks it out for Carolina. Back to center, here come the Thunderbirds. Carrying it in is Mark Steele. He'll throw it towards the front of the net, and they score! Steele to Klenetsky with a beautiful tip right past Aaron Taylor, and now it's 4-1 Thunderbirds.
What a pass from Steele. Cross ice, feathers one through a couple sticks. all the way across to Klenetsky, who makes absolutely no mistake and slides it under the pad of Taylor. 4-1 lead.
Well, we talked about the Thunder D-men getting involved in the offense, or at least that's what Coach Pence had been looking for. That's a great example of Klenetsky joining the rush and cashing in on a beautiful pass from Mark Steele. 16:55 to go, 4-1 Carolina, and now the Thunder will be in desperate need of an answer here. Marker and Panachik in the face-off circle, and Marker wins it to Contrado. Kieran Devine will play it out of the Thunder zone to center, but Carolina gains control there. Pass from Nippert across to Vlasov, a goal scorer tonight. He'll just fire it into the corner of the Thunder zone where Alex Basie plays it off the wall, but finds Panachik, whose pass to Salak in the slot was in his skates, and once he was able to finally get some wood on it, Kieran Devine deflects it out of play.
For such a big body, Salak finds himself open in a lot of space, and that's good. He finds the soft spot in the defensive zone for the Thunder, and fortunate for the Thunder being able to get a stick on it was Devine.
Marker and Panachik on the draw. One to the near wall. Bakur's shot from the point, gloved down by Taylor, and we'll get another face-off.
Shots on net, shots on net. That's a big key for Carolina, because when pucks are going towards the net, good things can happen.
Marker wins the draw again to the near wall. Basie just backhands it to center. Vlasov gets it at the blue line. He fires a shot off the blocker of Taylor. Salak gains control along the far wall, where now he battles with Ryan Marker. He comes away with the puck. Nippert in the slide with a quick shot. And Aaron Taylor up to the test again to stop the play.
And it's Taylor. Once again, we talk about him all night being the backbone for this team. Another big save there, doing all he can to keep his Thunder in this.
16:16 to play here in the third. Klenetsky connects here early on in the third period to give the Thunderbirds a 3-goal lead. Nigel Slade on the draw with Ryan Marker this time. Marker wins another around to Kieran Devine. Toe plays it out to center. Now here comes Brandon Contrado. Throws one in front. Ethan Campbell tried to knife it away. Marker got a shot at it, and Dill played it behind the net. Now they'll still battle along the near boards. Toe, his pass is intercepted by Nigel Slade. He'll come back the other way for Carolina. Kieran Devine stands up, the D-man at the blue line, but Slade comes up with it. He'll throw it in front. Shot goes wide, deflected in front as Krivolava get another chance. And now Holt will just throw it across the offensive zone where Nigel Slade gets control of it. He plays it behind to Joe Osaka. He gets taken out by Basie, and now the puck comes to Brandon Contrado, and he'll play it back out to center and throw it all the way down on Henry Dill, so no icing. Ethan Campbell carrying back for Carolina. Long outlet pass to Joe Osaka. He'll just throw it deep into the Thunder zone to Cristofaro. Plays it ahead there to Demon. Demon's pass to Minucciello. He didn't really know it was coming. Lost it in his skates. Now he controls it center. Plays it back to Ulanov. He skates around Martin and around Bunn and gets across the blue line. And backhands one on Dill. It bounces off the left pad. Rebound. Not much on it there from Minucciello, and it goes into the corner. He'll battle with Klenetsky. Klenetsky plays it up the wall. Michael Bunn now gets it out for Carolina. But his pass deflected in the neutral zone, but it still gets all the way back behind Taylor. Chasing there is Martin. Martin plays it to Haas. Back around behind. Bunn couldn't handle the bouncing puck. And now that loose pass is picked up by Brennan Young, and here come the Thunder the other way. Young skates around Steele. Loses control along the far wall. Michael Bunn loses his edge and wipes out. But Steele comes away with the puck. Shakes off a cross check from Young, and now Steele just plays it back to center as he lofts it through the neutral zone into the Thunder zone where Kieran Devine will carry for Delaware. Devine walks all the way in, gets through two defensemen, but not the last two, and Nippert comes away with the puck, and here comes Salak. Quick pass to Panachik. They'll crisscross. Panachik in the circle. Shot! Save! Aaron Taylor, but it's still loose at the side of the net before he's finally able to cover it up, before Salak can get his stick on it. And with 14:15 to go, the Thunder still trail by 3.
It's the big body Salak getting to the front of the net, trying to jam away at Taylor, who held tight on that right post to keep it at a 4-1 contest with 14:15 to play in period number 3.
Vortnoff, Masters, and Connell Helly are out. Vortnoff wins the draw. Basie will carry out of the zone for the Thunder, but now he'll circle back. Looking for an outlet pass, tried to get it through center. It bounced off Panachik, but Connell Helly came up with it. Now he gets poke checked by Bakur. Nice pass ahead to Nippert. He'll walk in, one-on-one with Basie. His shot's deflected high and over the netting. That's going to be a souvenir in the VIP area here at the Thunderdome.
Well, the VIPs deserve a puck, I would say. 13:56, time not on the Thunder side. Now, we talked about it yesterday at this same point in the game. Defense is going to need to start filtering up into that rush, and if you give up an odd man break the other way, it might be well worth it for an extra chance to score.
Panachik and Vortnoff again on the draw. Vortnoff wins another. Back to the blue line, though. Vlasov able to keep. That one goes wide of Taylor, but comes all the way around, and Bakur pinches in and keeps it in for Carolina momentarily before Pens can clear. But Vlasov plays it back in the neutral zone into the skates of Panachik. He'll backhand it further. Bakur now throws it into the slot. Vlasov shot saved by Taylor. But coming up with it on the sidewall is Nippert. He plays it back to the point of Vlasov. Bakur, his shot's blocked by Pens, but Vlasov gets it at the blue line. His shot blocked by Connell Helly. Masters is able to knife it out of the zone, but only to center, where Bakur will play it again for Carolina just outside his own blue line. Tip pass there by Vlasov. Salak gets around the defender, skates into the circle, backhands a pass, and then takes a quick shot. And Taylor is up to the task again, and again the puck goes out of play for another stoppage.
Those Nets haven't been doing too much today. The puck's flying right over those. Taylor makes another good play, and Salak actually ducked under the defender, DeCristofano. He is 6'5", not sure how he did that with such ease.
Nigel Slade will take the draw with Ryan Marker. They drop the puck. Marker wins it. Basie will play it off the wall, but again, a nice keep at the blue line by Nathan Campbell. But Marker comes away with the puck. Quick backhand pass to Jack Toe. Toe gets it through the skates of Holt. Quick shot saved by Dill. Goes to the corner, and now Toe is bodied there by Osaka. Puck still loose. Holt tries to get to it, and Contrado knocks him off the puck, but he's able to get just enough on the clearing attempt to get it up to Krivolovic as the Thunderbirds come the other way. Nigel Slade now. He'll skate around the net. Takes it back to the circle, right into the slot, continuing to walk through, scores! Nigel Slade just walked right into the high slot, waited for the screen, and then beat Aaron Taylor with the top shelf wrister to put the Thunderbirds up 5-1.
And they say patience is a virtue, and it was there as Holt holds, wait for Taylor to go down and deposit it right over the glove into the back of the net, and he might have been screened by his own defenseman on the play.
This third period tonight is a bit reminiscent of the third period last night, where Carolina really kind of poured it on a bit. They've controlled most of the play in the Delaware zone through the first 6+ minutes of this period. And again, the puck goes back deep behind Aaron Taylor. Pens will play it there. Fires it along the far wall. Minucciello can't get it out. Daniel Martin fighting along there. Kieran Devine finally comes out of the pack with it, and he'll play it along to Pens. Pens lets it go, looking for Brennan Young, but instead pinching. Connor Haas makes the play. He gets it to Michael Bunn. Bunn back to the point. Klinetsky across for Steele. Steele's just going to backhand it back deep, where Connor Haas is waiting behind the net. And man, they play this cycle game so well. Martin now, he'll backhand it to Bunn. Bunn will play it back into the corner, and there's Martin. Martin's manned by Pens along the wall. He'll try to kick it free, but he does to Kieran Devine, and the Thunder will look to break out. Minucciello carrying through the neutral zone. Tries to skate through a defender, and he does. He's still in the slot. His shot saved by Dill, and he kicks it aside to the corner. Now it comes back behind the net. It eludes Evgeny Demin, and now here comes Klinetsky trying to break out with speed. 2-on-2 with Daniel Martin. They'll just play it into the corner. Still loose behind the net. Martin taps it ahead. Klinetsky couldn't get it out of his skates, and now DeCristofaro just chips it along, but Nippert is waiting there for Carolina. He'll play it back to Panachik after the Thunderbirds completed a line change. Panachik now, backhand pass, right back to the point. Vlasov shot, that's blockered aside by Taylor, but Salak waiting for the rebound along the wall. He'll backhand to Panachik. Panachik skating into the high slot, goes around Brennan Young, still in the circle, winds and fires, and his shot's blocked by Demin, but Salak backhands it back to Panachik. Salak paid the price by getting hit there by DeCristofaro, but again, the cycle working. Salak back to Bakur at the point. They'll go cross-ice to Vlasov. Vlasov just throws it back into the corner where the cycle begins again. Panachik into the circle. Cross-ice pass to Bakur. Shot saved by Taylor. Rebound thrown through the crease. Nobody home on the other side, and here comes Minucciello the other way for Delaware. He'll fire one in on Dill, who calmly sticks that into the corner as Bakur captures it for Carolina. He'll backhand it to Vlasov. But now here comes Eric Masters pinching in for the Thunder. He gets to the puck first, but then he overskates, and it's back out to center. Krivolovic playing it back to Bakur. Now Krivolovic passes ahead to Osaka. Joe Osaka with a side angle shot that goes high and wide, and it'll wheel all the way back to center, where Holt will play for Carolina. Quickly back into the Delaware zone. Ulanov beats Joe Osaka to the puck. Masters with a backhand clear, gets it to McIntosh. Evan plays it back to Ulanov so the Thunder can try to get a controlled break here. Kieran Devine plays it off the far wall, too far for McIntosh. Campbell plays it back in. Should have been a delayed offside, but Kieran Devine's able to get it out. Here comes McIntosh through center. He'll shoot one that goes wide of Dill. Might have deflected off the defenseman Holt. Holt backhands it around. It eludes Karivalovic. And now Kieran Devine chasing it down for the Thunder.
What a good couple shifts for the Thunderbirds. As you said, talk about that cycle a bit more, but wow, is that dangerous.
Loose puck picked up by Michael Bunn along the far wall. He skates behind the net. Now he turns. Prime real estate, shoots that one high over the shoulder of Aaron Taylor. And it goes back to the backboards, but now along the far wall, they'll continue to fight for it, and the Thunderbirds come away with it again. Connor Haas back to the point to Holt. His shot deflects off to Devine and goes wide off the backboards, and Taylor covers it up to try to stop things with 9:18 to go.
We'll get the media time out with that and talking a little bit about the cycle game. When I think cycle in any type of hockey game, I go pass, replace, find space. If your defenseman steps up, someone's got to replace him. Then you go find the space with whoever else is open, like Bakor on that last play. You pass, you move to the open space, or you fill in for whoever was there last. And nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than the Carolina Thunderbirds. It's been flawless execution tonight. That's why we're at a 5-1 hockey game.
Especially in this third period, they really have controlled the play. This is a good opportunity for us to thank our fine sponsors tonight. Bay Health, Betsy Ross Pizza, Brimminghorn Meadery, Duck Creek Printing, Gatehouse Media, M&T Bank, Easy Loans Incorporated, The Barn, Harrington Insurance, Big Oyster Brewery, Coeur d'Leon Grill and Restaurant, 47 ABC, Delaware Prep Ice Hockey, Bridal Bit Liquors, Charlie's Painting, American Hockey Services, Forever Media, Applebee's Grill and Bar, Robert Webster Cosmetic and Family Dentistry, Delmarva Chiropractic and Wellness Center, First Aid Fabrication, Pizza King, Post-Acute Medical, Premier Orthopedic Bone and Joint Care, Holiday Inn Express, the Delaware State Lottery, Planet Fitness, Mission Barbecue, and THG Transport Incorporated.
Awesome to see all those sponsors in the first season here for the Delaware Thunder.
Well, a lot of people had a question as to whether professional hockey would work in Southern Delaware. So far, I think the answer is a resounding yes. The Thunder carrying the play through as Jack Toe will dump it in deep. It bounces over the stick of the goaltender Dill, and Marker comes up with the loose puck. He'll play it behind for Toe. Toe goes back into the corner for Marker, but Klenetsky mans him there. He gets it ahead to Michael Bunn, and here come the Thunderbirds the other way. Bunn will carry it through center, tries to get around to Cristofaro, but he can't. Daniel Martin can't get that pass, and now here comes Ryan Marker through center the other way. He'll try to skate through the blue line, gets it just far enough to get it into the corner, where Jack Toe is battling there with Mark Steele. Still loose, and now puck comes loose again. Michael Bunn carrying out for Carolina. Plays it ahead to Martin. Martin skates in, just kind of tried to throw one into the slot, but it deflected off of Charlie Penns. And now DeCristofaro tries to backhand that puck out of the zone. It goes right into the netting.
Good defensive play by Penns there as he buries the body into the boards. To have a word on the way off, it's Penns and Martin.
I was just trying to see if maybe they were going to call a delay of game there on DeCristofaro for backhanding that puck high over the glass.
It looks like that's what they're discussing right now. It was very close. I'm not sure if that tipped the top of the glass before it got out. They're discussing it now. The call on the ice was no penalty.
Well, of course,
and they're having a chat now.
The Carolina bench is definitely saying it's a penalty. But now we're having a discussion with Thunder coach Charlie Penns. If it is a penalty, DeCristofaro will go to the box and the Thunderbirds will go to the power play.
And the way Coach Penns looks right now, it looks like that might be the outcome with 8:30 to go in this third period.
And I would assume typically in that situation, if they come to you, it's usually an explanation that's not going to go your way.
That is true, and I believe it's Menton who is sitting in the box. It is number 44 up on the scoreboard.
Okay.
He will sit for two.
So the Carolina Thunderbirds go back to the man advantage. It's only their second power play of the night. They're 0 for 1 thus far. In fact, the Thunder actually cashed in on the Thunderbirds power play with a Ryan Marker shorthanded goal. Looks like they'll go with Vortnoff, Municiello, Penns, and Basie on the kill. Panachik, Nippard, Salak, Bakur, and Vlasov. As Vlasov tries to keep it in, but Municiello is able to get it at least to the blue line. making Carolina retreat back into their own end behind the net. Vlasov will play it there. Minute 45 to go on the man advantage. Vlasov hits Krivolovic with speed. That's Panachik. Panachik back to the point. Bakur. Bakur across for Vlasov. He'll walk in and shoot one off the blocker of Taylor. Salak gets control behind the net. He'll hand it to Nippard. Nippard walks it around. Back to Salak. Now they'll just kind of glide through this umbrella set. Panachik back to Salak at the point to Nippard. Nippard back to Salak. Somebody's lost his stick. That's Bakur, who's lost his stick for Carolina. Pass deflected by Evgeny Demin, but Panachik is able to come back up with it for Carolina. Winding with that one is Vlasov. Puck comes loose in front, but Bakur doesn't have a stick, so he could not even try to attempt to cash that one in, but the puck's still loose behind. Panachik plays it back to the point where Nippard holds. He hands it off to Vlasov. Vlasov back to Nippard, and his stick shatters on the one-time attempt. And now Salak controls along the near wall. He'll cycle it to Panachik. Back to Vlasov from the point. His shot knocked down in front. Still loose in front. Bakur couldn't get a stick on it. It hit him off the stick of Vlasov. Never even got to Taylor. And now behind the net, Panachik has it. Basie finally able to try to clear, but good stick work by Joe Osaka keeps it in the zone for Carolina. Panachik knifes it along to Bakur, who paid the price on a big hit from Pens. But back to the point, Vlasov has the puck. He'll play it into the circle to Bakur. Bakur turns and waits. Vlasov at the point. Back to Bakur. Bakur winds. Oh, I think he was really trying to pass there to Salak and went off the skate of Pens, and they clear it all the way down. That'll just about do it for the power play.
Good defensive shift by the Delaware Thunder. Most of the power play spent in their zone, but nothing too dangerous. And if I'm Bakur, if my stick's off me or broken, I'm going to the bench or picking that up. You're not going to do much good without it.
Ethan Campbell walks back into the zone for Carolina, skates around Kieran Devine, throws one in front. Puck was loose. It's knifed out in midair, but Joe Osaka comes up with it at the point. His pass across for Holt, though, goes back to center, and the Thunderbirds will have to retreat. We're down to 6 minutes to play. Thunderbirds lead 5-1. Krivolovic plays it across. Nathan Campbell, gets it to Joe Osaka. Osaka plays it into the Thunder zone. It's a race between Slade and Devine. Osaka gets there again. He'll play it back behind the net. Daniel DeCristofaro picks it up, and he'll just loft one back to center. Goes all the way into the Thunderbirds zone, and whiffing on the pass was Dillon. What an amazing glove save to beat Marker. Henry Dill, after whiffing on the pass attempt, made the first save, and it was just sitting in the slot for Marker. I don't know how he got back across to make that stop.
Absolutely phenomenal save. Henry Dill was his own worst enemy there, but sliding right to left after he made the first save to get the glove out on Marker, and Marker was in too tight to be able to elevate it any higher. Last season, 12 games with Carolina, 191 goals against, 924 save percentage, and he had goalie of the month honors as well. So it's not just the start to the season, it was last season as well for the goalkeeper Dill.
He could be well on his way to being the goaltender of the month here in the month of November for Carolina, who've won their first 3 games this season. Now that puck goes out of play into the rafters. I don't think you can get a penalty for hitting the rafters because of the low ceiling here along the far wall. That's what some of the Delaware Thunder pack in the stands were hoping for. Off the draw, McIntosh with Haas. Puck loose at center. Back to Menton. His shot deflects high, but right into the glove of Henry Dill, who makes the save. 5:32 to play now in the third period.
Menton's had quietly a solid game for this team. Jumps up in the rush, good couple plays in the defensive zone, and has been getting his shots from the point through to Henry Dill.
Off the draw. Again, it's McIntosh. This time he loses it to Connor Haas. Klinetsky's going to play it around. Trying to get it to Bunn. They chip it to center, and now it's a foot race. McIntosh wins it, and he's able to clear it back to center, but not far enough for Masters. Mark Steele plays it there. Nice touch pass from Martin to Haas. Haas skates around right into the circle, walks right in, and a shot off the face of Aaron Taylor. And now the net comes off its moorings, and we get a stoppage of play.
Taylor takes that one up high. I'm sure he won't mind the whistle after that one rung him in the mask a bit. He appears to be okay. 5:11 to go in a 5-1 hockey game.
Well, the Delaware Thunder, of course, after splitting opening weekend against Columbus, we're looking to make a mark against the defending FHL champions this weekend against Carolina, and the Thunderbirds have shown why they're the defending FHL champions, to be perfectly honest with you. But at the same time, as this puck comes to the slot, Martin's shot is sent wide. I don't think if you're a Thunder fan, you can walk away from this weekend not at least feeling good about where your team is this early on in its infancy.
Right, you got to remember this is the third game together as a team, now fourth, my apologies, as here come the Thunderbirds the other way.
Right into the slot, puck's loose, good back check by Minucciello. He'll try to come the other way for Delaware. Gets across the red line, across the blue line. He stood up there by Michael Bunn, plays it back to Ulanoff, who bounces one off the sidewall, then winds for a slap shot that gets deflected into the corner. Klinetsky tries to clear the zone. Good hands by Minucciello there, keeps it in the zone. He'll walk into the circle. He's marked by Steele and Klinetsky, but is able to maintain control of the puck. Now they go to the corner with it. Played out there by Klinetsky, but he's harassed by Evgeny Demin, and the puck eludes Alex Basie at the blue line, and it's back to center. And because Minucciello didn't get out of the zone quickly enough when Demin entered, it's offside against the Thunder.
Tough shift for Minucciello, working hard. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything going towards the front of the net. Took a big bump behind the net. A little slow to get back to the bench, but he appears to be okay.
On the draw just outside of the Carolina blue line, it'll be Ryan Marker with Panachik for the Thunderbirds. Off the draw, Contrado. He'll fire it in. It eludes Vlasov. It goes all the way behind Dill. He'll play it there, but throws it into the corner. Marker with a side angle shot that gets deflected by Panachik. And now Salak will play it around the far boards. Panachik backhands it there, lifts it over to Cristofaro. Was trying to get Pinard there, but he couldn't reach it. But he still ends up with a nice scoring chance. Gets off the shoulder of Taylor, and now Basie will play it away. Toe out of the zone through center. Marker will look to chase it down, but Vlasov gets it there first. He'll play it back to the neutral zone. To Cristofaro. He'll loft one in from center. Marker has to clear, and now Jack Toe will chase. But Bakur gets to it first. 3.5 to go here in the third. Holding it behind the net is Bakur. He's going to skate to the near boards. He just lofts one back to center. Puck bounces all the way down, and this will go for an icy.
Like you said, 3:18 to go in this contest, and Delaware would love to pot another one behind Henry Dill here. Get some confidence. Full week of practice, obviously, for the Thunder before they hit the road next weekend.
Marker, Toe, and Contrado stay out here. 3:18 to go. Yes, of course, the Thunder will be on the road next weekend, playing 2 against Elmira, the Enforcers, who lost back-to-back games to the Thunderbirds last weekend to open the season.
Another tall task for the new team.
Face-off one clearly back to Kieran Devine. He passes to Ulanoff. Puck comes out in front after Ulanoff's shot went wide. Marker controls there. He plays it back around for Contrado. He wheels one in front. Henry Dill just falls on top to stop play with 3:05 to go.
And Henry Dill looking like Taylor, just hopping on any loose puck that he finds smartly, especially after the flub that almost led to him letting 2 goals in once again, the most he's given up all season, but has looked very solid all night. He's so poised in the net, and when those rebounds do come out, he doesn't get nervous or make too many moves in the net. He stays strong, and he moves swiftly with the pads, whatever direction he has to.
Off the draw, Carolina controls, but losing it along the far boards was Krivolovic. Had his stick held by Jack Toe and couldn't get to the loose puck. Carolina regains its center, but now the Thunder break in. Contrado's pass across for Kieran Devine. His one-timer blocked off by Krivolovic. Thrown behind by Marker. Contrado will fight with Nathan Campbell for it there. Contrado gets to it and throws it behind the net, but Holt beats Marker to the spot. Carolina can't get out of the zone, though. Jack Toe plays it back deep for Marker. Ryan along the near wall. Now he'll backhand one into the corner, and Holt is able to loft it back to center. Marker knocks it down there. Krivolovic, though, will get after it as Aaron Taylor plays it along behind his own net to Kieran Devine. We're down to 2:15 to play in regulation. Holt plays it to Nathan Campbell. Campbell's backhand pass, though, is picked off by Contrado. Had to wait for Marker to clear the zone, and now Krivolovic takes over as Nathan Campbell carries it through the neutral zone, and he'll just easily play it into the corner as Carolina plays the dump and chase game. Eric Masters comes away with it, though. Plays it around Campbell. Now he's racing with Bunn to the loose puck. Bunn hips him off. Nice play there. Michael Bunn keeping Masters from getting to that puck. And now that's Martin who plays it along the far wall. Connell Helly played it in deep, but now Nathan Campbell plays it out of the zone. Michael Bunn back the other way for Carolina. In front, Connor Haas with a backhand chance that goes high over the head of Aaron Taylor. Winding shot by Nathan Campbell. He kind of fanned on that, didn't get a whole lot on it. And they're just able to play it back deep. Bunn plays it to Haas. Haas gets a hit in the corner from Connell Helly. Steal from the point. His shot's deflected, and it goes high over the glass into the netting for another stoppage with 1:22 to go.
All right, 1:22, and you said it, the Thunderbirds, the last couple minutes of this game, get the red line, send it in, and just get back. You see at least 3 men in the neutral zone.
We'll wait for the face-off to the left of Aaron Taylor here. Late change by the Thunder. Evgeny Demon comes on. He's out with Brennan Young and Minucciello. DeCristofaro and Penn's on the D. Tell you what, Demon's done a real nice job at the face-off circle tonight as he wins another one there.
He has. He very noticeable player tonight, whether it's in the offensive zone or the defensive zone. He's been all over the ice.
Cristofaro's able to get it deep into the corner. Brennan Young plays it now after Minucciello cycled it back. Brennan Young comes away with the puck. Can't skate through 2 defenders, though, and it's back to center. Ulanov will play there for the Thunder with 1 minute to go in the third period. Basie at the red line. He'll dump it deep into the corner. Dill will just let it go behind. Klinetsky plays it there. Along the near wall, Krivalava comes up with it. He plays it off the wall as the Thunderbirds come through center. And they'll, again, just dump it into the Thunder zone. Ulanov plays it across. Evgeny Demon now for Delaware. Gets around Panachik. Carries deeper into the Thunderbird zone. Behind the net. Can't get around Vlasov, though, and Mark Steele will just play it back along the wall. It's going to get all the way out. Salak and Basie battle the linesman, trying to get the puck loose. Salak comes away with it as time continues to dwindle here with 20 seconds to go. Here comes Evgeny Demon. Gets it to Minucciello. Maybe time for one last rush, but a nice stick check by Vlasov. Gets the puck loose behind the net. Vlasov again tries to knife it away. Gets it along the near boards, but only to the point. Brent Menton's shot is blocked there. Back to center with 5 seconds to go. His pass to Minucciello is back into center as well, and that'll take us to zeros on the clock. And another win for the Carolina Thunderbirds, who move to 4-0 on the season as they complete the weekend sweep of the Delaware Thunder with a 5-1 victory. But I do want to just carry on the point that you and I were sort of alluding to there late in the third period, is that if you are a fan of the Thunder and you're watching this game, you're playing against the best team in this league from last season, right? You're in your really your third week of existence. Training camp started the week before the regular season. You played 1 exhibition game. You've now got 4 games under your belt, plus you had 4 new guys join the active roster this weekend. I think you have to feel kind of okay with where you are at this point in the birth of this franchise.
Absolutely. You know, they've played now 4 games as a team, we touched on a bit, and they're going up against the cream of the crop. Carolina, very good, clearly a winning culture built there. Incredible season last year with those 49 wins. Off to a great start this year, already 4-0. Delaware 1-3. They played Columbus tough twice. And I would say tonight, 2 very good periods against Carolina.
Without question. So the final score again, the Thunderbirds 5, the Delaware Thunder 1. Hey, don't forget, if you're not doing it already, make sure you're following us on social media. Just search Delaware Thunder on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Should have some post-game reactions from some of the players. That's where you'll catch our pregame interviews with head coach Charlie Penns. Our next broadcast will be Friday, November 15th, when the Thunder are back at home against Mentor, the Mentor Icebreakers. Will be here in Delaware. Of course, the Thunder on the road next week at Elmira. So for my broadcast partner, Mike Basil, my name's Gary Schofield. Final score once again from Thunderdome. Carolina 5, the Delaware Thunder 1. We thank you for watching. Be sure to become a subscriber to the YouTube channel as well. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend.